Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
How's it going, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. This is episode number 557. Episode number 557 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like to ask everybody to please spread this show link around like wildfire and let everybody know throughout the internets and throughout the world that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on the last bastion of freedom of speech on social media today. And I'm talking about Gab, folks. If you don't have yourself a free account there, then what are you doing? You can get to you by typing in your browser right now, gab.ai. That's gab.ai. Type it in your browser. Once you get there, you can follow me under the name Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. And once again, if you want exclusive access to the True Capitalist Radio chat room, I want to say Happy Baller Friday to everybody in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. If you want to be a part of it, all you've got to do is go to my Gab account right now, Politics Ghost, and once you do, hit the subscribe button for premium content, and once you do, you go ahead and give me a private message on Gab and let me know your Discord chat name, and I will give you an exclusive invitation to the True Capitalist Radio chat room. And, of course, I will be in there live after the broadcast, voice chatting in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. So, once again, you want to be a part of it, go to my Gab, Politics Ghost, hit the subscribe button for premium content. And then once you do, just give me a Gab message with your Discord name, and I will give you an invite. That simple. Now that we got that all out of the way, let's talk about what we're going to discuss here for the next 3 hours. Let's talk. All right, obviously, first hour, we're going to go right into the crypto and stock breakdown. All right, second hour, and listen, we're going to try to get to this. We have to start talking about some of these issues here. I got to stop being so long-winded at times, and that's my fault, but hey, you know, that's what you get for a freestyle type of a radio show. You understand? This is what you get when you listen to the Ghost broadcast. I don't ever stop. I go 3 hours, baby. No breaks. No goddamn commercials. No paywall, mind you. I just want you all to know that. I was talking to the Inner Circle and the True Capitalist Radio chat room about that, you know, that's what they appreciate about the broadcast, is that I broadcast for free. And I want to be honest with you, folks, I will never have a paywall for the broadcast. Never. But at the same time, we're in a day and age now where individuals who truly appreciate an individual content creator's content, I mean, we got to support these people, you know, and that's all there is to it. And there's a variety of different capacities that you can do So with that being said, I appreciate everybody who's a part of the internet chat room, True Capitalist Radio, etc. We're going to talk about President Trump in the second hour. He is continuing to clean out his cabinet. H.R. McMaster is out. You're fired! As the National Security Advisor for the President. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about how the President has put sanctions on Russia for election meddling and cyber attacks on the electrical grid in the United States. So for all you people that are continuing and insisting this Russia-Trump connection, I don't know what the hell you people are talking about, all right? I mean, Trump has already put his foot down and understands that Russia is not our friend. I mean, you got a rogue head of state out there in Putin who's literally utilizing the communist ideals to make himself the superior Stalin-esque type of communist leader that he dreamed he always was. So with that being said, folks, I don't know what Russia's problem is. If there was anybody with any balls in the FSB or anybody with any balls in Russia, they would just eliminate the problem. The problem is Putin. You eliminate the problem, you eliminate the whole chain of events of history that you'll be going down because of some stupid lunatic like Vladimir Putin, all right? Now, I don't want to get into too much about that idiot. We're going to continue on. I also want to talk about how Donnie Jr., I feel bad for Donnie Jr., man. His wife filed for divorce, and I could pretty much time this with the powdery substance that was received at the house of a personal home of Donnie Jr., and it was opened by his wife, and she got exposed to this powdery substance. It was a very, very traumatic experience. She had to go to the hospital. Luckily, it was nothing but some fat idiot troll from California trying to scare the Trumps. But I think that, in my opinion, Donnie Jr.'s wife probably, you know, she's one of these blondies. I'm not trying to make any kind of assumptions, but she's probably one of these broads that signed on to the Trump train so that she can get the glam, the fame, and everything else. She wasn't prepared to be this politically serious. And that's why I keep telling each and every one of you, every time that I talk about this president, Donald Trump, I tell you each and every time that he sacrificed his own life, his fortune, and his family to save America. I don't know how much more I have to underscore that, but Donnie Jr.'s wife filing for divorce is underscoring what I have always said about Donald Trump and the sacrifices that he is doing to save this country from globalist communist interests that almost took us over. But thank God we have Donald Trump as the president, and he has definitely put a monkey wrench in all these globalist communist plans that they've been conducting for the past 200-300 years, for heaven's sake. Anyway, with that being said, we're also going to talk about the Stormy Slut-Hole Daniels, okay? I mean, can we stop? I mean, isn't this much to do about nothing? I mean, I'm serious, man. I mean, I know I said this in the last show or a couple of shows ago. I mean, you're a billionaire. You should be able to do whatever the hell you want, all right? And you know what Trump did if he did do what is alleged here? All he did was pay a professional whore bag, which, you know, let's be honest, Stormy Daniels, that's what she is. She's a damn pornographic star. I mean, she is paid to use her body as a sexual playground in the back of a handy cam. Do you understand me? And what Trump did was say, hey, look, she's been tested. She knows how to work a Johnson. You know, I've seen her films. She likes to take a slap with the meat bag every now and then in the face, and all that crap. Decided to pay her for her slut bag, slut-hole services. And you know what this signifies, in my opinion, now? Is now, in this whole Me Too feminist garbage movement, that you can't even pay a professional whore bag, a professional slut-hole, who gets paid to use her body to ejaculate penises. You can't even pay these people without them at some point coming out and saying, oh, me too, oh, look, I'm gonna talk. This is what this is all about with the Stormy Daniels whore bag. She's trying to make her slut bag, dumb existence as a woman significant by showing that, oh, I was with the president, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to write a book now, and I'm going to talk about it on 60 Minutes. I mean, it's a shame, man. Professional whores are now Me-Tooing. I'm sick of it, man. I'm so sick of this crap. As a matter of fact, I'm so sick of it. Later on in the broadcast, I'm going to talk a little bit about immigration. And I'm going to talk about a new immigration policy in which, and look, I'm not against bringing in people and bringing in new citizens to the United States of America. What I was against is what Trump was against, is the world dumping off the riffraff of their society, the scum, the poor, the criminalistic of their societies into our American society. That's what I was against, that's what Trump was against, and we put a goddamn stop to it. I'll tell you that right goddamn now. And when we put a stop to it, who's the ones trying to now use that as a means of virtue signaling? Goddamn liberal states like California who are going rogue, for Christ's sake. In my opinion, I think that the president Donald Trump should send in the military to arrest these rogue municipal governments, rogue state governments. Arrest these bastards for defying the federal government's immigration laws. Give me a break, that's treason! That's not virtue signaling, that's treason! And let me tell you something right now, the president is in his legal, ethical, and moral right to do so. So don't be surprised if we start sending in the military to arrest these ungrateful, anti-American, pro-immigrant, and I'm not talking about legal immigrant, I'm talking about illegal immigrant, pro-criminal, ridiculous liberal faction that's running the government into the ground, that's running the goddamn state of California into the ground out there. They need to be arrested. And I can't wait. I can't goddamn wait to see these California pieces of goddamn liberal commie crap being arrested and tried for treason and put their asses in Leavenworth for about 20 years. You're goddamn right. Anyway, we're also going to talk a little bit about Robert Mueller. Robert Mueller is now subpoenaing, sending out subpoenas. Is subpoenaing, is that really a word, subpoenaing? Is that a word, engineer? Anyway, he's throwing out subpoenas for Trump organizations' financial records. You see, this is where I think Trump needs to draw the line. This asshole Mueller has not produced a goddamn shred of evidence that connects Donald Trump to Putin, to Russia, to collusion, to coordinating, to anything. We had last week, or earlier this week, I should say, the House Intelligence Committee come out and exonerate Donald Trump, stating throughout their whole investigation and throughout all the testimonies that were given in the House Intelligence Committee, they didn't find one shred of evidence that stated that the Trump administration colluded or even coordinated with the damn Russians, okay? And yet we still have this asshole Robert Mueller continuing on with this politically weaponized special counsel, man. It needs to cease to exist already, man. This guy's going above and beyond. He's just now trying to expose Trump to anything. He's just trying to pick apart and see if he can find anything on Trump, and that's not what he was put forth to investigate. He was put forth to investigate Russia-Trump connections, and he's going above and beyond, and he's a piece of goddamn partisan, political, weaponized trash, Robert Mueller, and I hope this guy goes down in history as a goddamn piece of bureaucratic scum that he is. Jesus Christ. And somebody in the True Capitalist Radio chat room says, yep, subpoenaing checks out. It's legit. Well, thank you very much, Soggy. I appreciate it. Anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're also going to talk about new immigration. New immigration. And these are my thoughts on a new immigration policy that we need to adopt. Now, once again, we should not be having the world dump their riffraff, their criminals, their losers of their society on our society. Nor should we be giving these people, once they get here, entitlements All right, that's another thing we need to stop doing, period. And let me tell you, the president's putting an end to that crap. But I think that we need some new Americans out here, folks. And listen, I'm sorry if you're taking offense to this, but take a look at all the idiots that we've got in America that just do not appreciate the freedoms, the rights, the economic, social, and political opportunities that this country represents. And the proof in the most recent case is this national walkout by these brats that are going out, walking out, begging for one of the amendments of the Bill of Rights, the Bill of Rights, our Bill of Rights, to be stripped away from us. And then when you put a microphone in these brats' faces, they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. And I talked about that and I want to be honest with you, folks, I know on the last show I went off keister, I lost it a little bit, but we're not going to do that this show, okay? But once again, this just proves that we've got a bunch of unappreciative, loser American people. And as I alluded to on the Wednesday broadcast, every generation from Generation X to the millennials are a lost cause. And what's the proof in that? Well, there is no kind of millennial, Generation X, Generation Y, Generation Next. There are none of these people in these demographics that are taking control of certain fragments of society. You don't see a huge contingent of any of these demographics in control of anything in Washington, in control of any of the state houses throughout the vast land of the United States, not in charge of any kind of corporate edifices, not in charge of anything, all right? I mean, in aggregate. I mean, of course, you're going to have your exceptions. But what I'm talking about, I'm encapsulating many different generations from Generation X to the millennial generation. They haven't accomplished anything. And that's why last show I highlighted the fact that the baby boomers knew, they were politically aware, and they knew their position in society at the time when they were 18, 19, 20, 21. And that's why they were politically active, because they wanted to assert their authority. They wanted to take their position in life. They wanted to take their position from the older generations and change it into the way they thought society would be. You understand? And this is what I keep telling you, millennials, or you Generation Xers to millennials. This is what I keep telling you. Y'all ain't doing jack. Y'all are just sitting on your asses, playing video games, watching cartoons, being complacent, wasting your time, wasting your life away, being insignificant nothings. I read an article the other day that you have millennials now that are going through a quarter-life crisis. A quarter-life crisis when they hit 25. A quarter-life crisis? You got to live life to have a crisis. You actually got to do something, to miss something, to have a crisis about it. You got to be joking me. And anyway, listen, I know I've gone all through this on Wednesday, but all I'm saying is all these factors I'm bringing up about the lost generations, from Generation X to millennials, something needs to substitute those lost idiots who basically just want everything for free. These are the Bernie bros. These are the people that comprise the Occupy Wall Street. These are the idiot whore bags that occupy the Million Woman March. So what I'm advocating, and look, I need to get on, I don't want to get too long-winded about this, but we need new immigrants. And we need immigrants from parts of the world that are going to contribute to our country. You know, South Africa right now is going through a horrific situation. Right now, you've got the African National Congress confiscating farmland away from white farmers who have had those lands for over 100 years plus. And they're doing it out of a racial political objective, nothing more. All racism. This is what racial politics culminates to. And why can't the United States say, hey, you know what, why don't we bring these people in as refugees, the white farmers of South Africa that are being persecuted and having their lands taken away, and that you've got the African National Congress calling for a white genocide out there. They're calling for a white genocide. Why can't we bring the South Africans down here, the white South African farmers? They could contribute to the agrarian system that we have here in this country. Why can't we take the Europeans that don't want to be a part of the European Union communist system and want to participate in an actual society in which their voice, through their vote, actually means something, where they have freedom, where they have economic opportunity? Why can't we bring in those people? Why can't we bring in the smart Asians, you know, that'll contribute to our society in engineering or any kind of capacity? Those that actually want the opportunities. I'm telling you, I've known Asian business folk. Like, they came here, they got nationalized, they became nationalized citizens, and then they started businesses and they became a millionaire. And the reason that they became a millionaire is because they are willing to sacrifice what Americans aren't willing to sacrifice. I said this story before. I knew a Korean guy. I still know him, as a matter of fact. He's a good friend of mine. I knew a Korean. I had a shop of some sort in a shopping center, and right next door opened, and this was back in 1987, right next door opened one of the first 99-cent stores, or everything $1. It was everything $1 store. It was $1 store. And this damn Korean, I mean, he got all the garbage he could import from China, and I mean, he literally just packed this whole place up. I mean, in the initial phases of his business, many of his family were actually living in the goddamn shopping center. They were living there. They were like living in the back, like in a back room. This goddamn Korean would eat a bowl of rice a day, wouldn't do anything. It was all work, all the time for this guy. And his family, of course. And folks, this guy ended up making a chain of these things. He ended up selling his chain of $1 stores to one of the bigger conglomerates, and he's a millionaire now. Man, the guy's just a basic importer. He doesn't really even have to work that hard. And, you know, I talk to him every damn time, and he said, you know, Ghost, I can't believe that Americans that are born here in America couldn't do what I did. And he can barely speak English. He's like, you know, I can barely speak English, you know. I mean, he's like, he's got the heavy Korean accent. But still, I mean, he was able to accomplish what he accomplished because he had the motivation, he had the ambition, the will, the creativity, the knowledge, and he stuck with it, man. And that's what many people in this country that are born here are not willing to do. They don't even want to sacrifice what kind of a phone they have in their freaking pockets. I mean, $1,000 a phone. I can't believe people are doing this on a freaking quarterly basis. Every 3 months you're getting another $1,000 phone. I mean, give me a break. I mean, all you people that are $10 a day lattes from Starbucks, and I mean, just all the money you're just burning. That if you just stopped and said, hey, look, if I sacrificed on this, save this, invest that, do this, do that, eat it for about 2 or 3, 4 years, I could live a very, very lavish life in the very, very near future. But I read an article today on Drudge. Most Americans don't save anything. Most Americans don't invest in anything. Most Americans are just blowing their cash paycheck to paycheck. And they've got nothing to show for it. I've seen it myself. If you lurk on these goddamn Facebook pages, you know, all these people, they're taking selfies in, you know, mirrors. And if you take a look at what's in the freaking room, they don't have furniture anymore. I'm serious. I mean, it's rare that you find people with furniture in their bedroom, unless it's a shitty, shit-stained mattress, you know, on the floor. I'm not joking! Using cardboard boxes as furniture and garbage. Why? Where's the millennial money going? Where are the young people's money going? To these ridiculous freaking phones that break down every 3 to 4 months, to the applications, you know, to, you know, the internet connections, to all this stuff. This is where all this money is going. And I'm telling you right now, folks, I mean, the opportunities are there, and here in the second hour, I'm going to move on from this, I'm going to advocate that we bring in at least 500,000 to 1 million immigrants who can contribute to this society in some capacity, in some productive capacity, nationalizing them and making sure that they'll love to be Americans. I mean, this is what Donald Trump is proposing here, and I think you want to know why we need it? We don't have enough Americans that love this country. We don't have enough Americans that give a shit to participate in their constitutional duty as a government made for the people and by the people. They don't even want to participate in voting. So I think we need to bring in a whole new group of American people that are productive, that have skills, that got trades, that will appreciate this republic system that we have, this voting system. They appreciate the freedom of speech, economic opportunities. They'll love being American. You know who's a good case in point? You know that, what's his name, Colin Ferguson? Remember that one guy that had a late night show? Is that his name? Ferguson? Is his name Colin Ferguson? I think his name's Colin Ferguson. Whatever his name. Craig Ferguson is what his name. Craig Ferguson. Excuse me. Craig Ferguson is from Scotland, okay? He had that late night show, and you know, I've been critical of people that are foreigners that have late night shows and they bash America. This guy never bashed America once. And you want to know why he never bashed America once? You know that Craig Ferguson has a tattoo on his forearm? He has a tattoo on his forearm that represents the tread on me, you know, live free or die snake on his forearm. And I remember he was on The View, and they asked him, oh, my God, why do you have that tattoo? Because I love America. I love being an American. This is one of the greatest accomplishments I ever had in my life, is becoming an American. I love being an American. Those are the types of immigrants we need. Craig Ferguson. I mean, I'm not joking. He's got a freaking American tattoo, live free or die snake tattoo on his forearm, because he loves being an American. These are the people that I want in America. And you want to know why? Because the American people that are out here are unappreciative dicks. Are unappreciative dicks that think that everything is just supposed to be given to you. And we need more people that are like, hey, look, I don't want anything given to me. I just want opportunity. I want the opportunity that my country doesn't give me. Even though I love my country, I love my heritage, I know that if I stay here, it's a dead end. If I got an opportunity in America, I would not take it for granted. I would go straight at it, full throttle. I would give it everything I got. I would show these stupid Yanks, these stupid Americans, what they've been taking advantage of since they were born. These are the people that I want, and this is the new immigration policy that we should adopt, man. Merit-based immigration, and we should encourage the best of the best in the world to come to America. The best engineers, the best surgeons, the best of everything. And make sure that they love this country as much as we do. We need people that love this country again. And by the way, fellas, I'm also going to talk about in that same well, if we get around to it, in that same thought process on immigration in the second and third hour, I'm also going to talk about how men should also import women. That's right! Mail-order brides for you males out there that have a hard time finding females. I'm going to encourage you to go out and import women. And let me tell you something. These stupid skankosauruses that are waddling their ugly and fatty asses in the Million Woman March are going to be like, what? They're importing women? Oh, no! I guarantee it, man. And let me tell you something. Even if the woman that you import, you know, you live with her for 5 or 10 years, it doesn't work, you get a divorce, at least you lived with a woman. At least you have the experience. You know, fellas, at least you have the experience to be like, you know what? I'm happy being a bachelor. I lived with a woman for 5 or 10 years. Yeah, it was good. I, gave her a good hump whenever I wanted to, but she was annoying or whatever. At least you can say that you had something at some point, and when you're no longer having anybody, you can say, yeah, I had this one broad. She was from frickin' Bangkok. Yeah, I'm serious. I'm not joking, man. I am going to encourage young gentlemen, import women. Mail order brides. I am not joking around. I'm not kidding. They will appreciate you at least longer, for a longer period of time, than the modern woman in this Western civilization will, man. I'm not joking. I'm not kidding. And as a matter of fact, I think that many of them, I honestly believe this, that a good percentage of them will last until the end of time, until they both decease. Because everybody needs somebody. You know? Everybody needs somebody. And I think that right now, given the social landscape of this freaking country, I think that gentlemen going out for mail-order brides, women who just want to be, that's why they want to come over here. They want to come over here so they can go into a supermarket that's got food everywhere. That's what they want. I'm not joking. They want to, oh my God, they got food. Look at steaks. And oh my God, look, this, that. I can't believe it. It's a supermarket. They want to be able to go shopping. Like, oh my God, look at that dress. I want to shop. That's all they want, man. If you can suffice that, you got yourself a good woman, and they'll give you a hump every now and then. You understand what I'm saying now, boy? It'll be a good life. At least you got some life experience. And by the way, not only will you be mail ordering these brides, you will be pissing off the feminists in this country. You will be pissing off the feminists. It's like a double whammy. Anyway, look, I'll get more in depth later on in the broadcast. All right? I also want to talk a little bit about the National Student Walkout. All right, now I'm not going to flip out this time, but I'm going to talk about the walkout and what we've learned from it and how we should never take anybody under the age of 18 or even 21, all right? We should never take anyone under the age of 21 serious, ever! Also, in the third hour, we're going to talk about how the White House says that the North Korea meeting is still in the works. So it's not like it's going anywhere. The North Korea meeting's still in the works, and that's going to be a very interesting meeting, first and foremost. Because in my personal opinion, I think that Kim Jong-un doesn't want anything to do with America. He wants to literally be at peace with America. And if you want my personal opinion, I think that he's somewhat held hostage within his own hermit kingdom, you know? And we're going to talk about that in a minute. All right, we're going to talk about it in the third hour. I don't want to get in depth to it right now. Let's talk also in the third hour. I want to talk about how the European powers are preparing a new Iran sanctions deal. All right? And this is straight off the hot wire, by the way. The European powers are proposing new Iran sanctions on Iran over its ballistic missiles and its role in the Syrian war. And the reason the European powers are doing this is in an attempt to try to convince Trump to preserve the 2015 nuclear Iran deal. So they capitulated, baby. The European powers, I mean, they took up Trump on his ultimatum. I mean, remember Trump gave him an ultimatum and said, hey, look, we need something better than this. This Iran nuclear deal sucks. You got to give me something better if I'm going to oblige this deal. And they're going to sanction Iran over its ballistic missile, which goes beyond its nuclear capability, and its role in the Syrian war. And let's see if Trump agrees to that. Let's see if Trump agrees to that so he keeps this nuclear deal with Iran, even though, if you want my opinion, I think Iran's they're still somehow creating nuclear weapons. They're not stupid. All right, they saw what happened to Gaddafi. And you know what? I feel bad for Gaddafi. I'm not a follower of Gaddafi. Believe me, I thought he was an interesting kind of a freaking totalitarian, to say the least. Or I wouldn't say totalitarian. I would say authoritarian. But he did oblige the international community. He did relinquish his weapons of mass destruction. He did allow the IAEA and the UN into Libya to inspect, to prove that he had no weapons of mass destruction. And to be honest with you, that was his biggest downfall. Had he had any kind of nuclear weapons, they would have never, and when I mean they, I'm talking about Europe and the United States of America through black operations, CIA, MI6, whatever the German intelligence agency is, French intelligence, they were the ones that put this whole scheme together to take down Gaddafi. I don't want to get into the whole lecture about it, but Gaddafi got taken down by the European powers in an attempt to consolidate Middle Eastern power, and not to mention destabilize it for this whole goddamn refugee situation. This whole refugee situation was planned, folks. All right? And the reason it's planned is because the European Union doesn't want an identity that comprises the member states of the European Union. They want to eliminate the member state idea, and they want to consolidate everything into one super state. And the only way you can do that is if you eliminate the purity of each and every member state. So they let in the Yehudis, and that's why, remember when they initially let them in, they had no problem raping them. The authorities didn't do anything when they were raping women in Sweden, raping women. They're still doing it in Germany. They're not doing anything. Why? Because they're indirectly, ethnically cleansing Europe and trying to make it into a new European race. A new Europe. I mean, that's what this was all about, man. I mean, you know, wake up. Wake up. Anyway, speaking of which, Merkel retains German Chancellor. I don't know how she did it, but she did it. Now that she's the head of state of Germany again, she now sets her eyes on halting Macron. Remember, Macron, he's been proposing a lot of new ideas out there in the EU, a lot of which sound a little Trump-esque, if I don't say so myself. And, you know, Merkel is going to go put some ice on that now that she's the new chancellor, because she still has influence in Belgium, for Christ's sake, so Brussels. So we shall see what happens with that. Anyway, now that we got that all out of the way, let's go ahead and get to some finance, shall we? I know everybody's out there asking, what's going on with crypto? Folks, we're having an all-out assault against cryptocurrency. Once again, we talked about Jamie Oliver and his stupid, fruity HBO program going out, degrading cryptocurrency, calling it gambling, quote-unquote. We've got Google, now Facebook, banning advertising in relation to cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, etc. I mean, folks, now we've got regulators eyeballing not only the ICO markets, but they're now going after the crypto hedge funds that have kind of arose out of nowhere. So there's a lot of things going on that's making a lot of these neckbeards a little bit funny in the pants, and they're selling off. Now, once again, folks, I am a hold on cryptocurrency, and the reason I say this is because we're just at the freaking very, very tip. We haven't scratched the surface. I mean, I'm telling you this right now, the amount of people that are involved in cryptocurrency are but a decimal point-based fraction of the world and the international community. Now, what is happening here is you have certain cryptocurrencies that are attempting to facilitate the technology in a rapid capacity to make it easier for people to understand what cryptocurrency is. And this is really the point in which we as cryptocurrency investors need to start educating folks what it is. Because cryptocurrency is a currency. It's not a stock, it's a currency. Now, what creates the value in cryptocurrency is a bunch of factors, but the main factor is its technology. Now, what does that mean? That means that it either has to have something that creates value within the coin, i.e. smart contract technology, and we've seen that implemented in Ethereum. We've also seen that implemented in quantum. Also, folks, whether or not this particular coin is going to be able to have the ability to transfer from one wallet to the next in a low transfer fee and a high and fast transfer speed. That's also a very big factor because people don't want to wait for their money. Third factor is whether or not they have deals or they're creating technology in which their cryptocurrency can be integrated to other blockchain applications. This is really important because if they have a blockchain application that's popular and they integrate a cryptocurrency within that blockchain application, all of a sudden the cryptocurrency has value because people want to use whatever blockchain application that's developed, and if you integrate that cryptocurrency as a component to that blockchain application, well, then there's going to be value. I mean, value is created based on demand. And last but not least, folks, I mean, it's a definite factor, the amount circulation. The amount of coins in circulation is a huge factor. I mean, I keep hearing Ripple, I keep hearing Tron and all this garbage that they're the next Bitcoin. It's impossible. I mean, these are in the tens of billions in circulated coins. It would be impossible if it even got to a freaking third of what freaking Bitcoin. Not even that. I mean, a fraction of what Bitcoin is. So that's where the value is, folks. And if you want my opinion, I'm not against the regulation that could be impending upon cryptocurrency. The ICOs, that definitely needs to be regulated. Because people, what they're doing, they're saying, hey, I'm going to create a cryptocurrency. I'm going to raise capital. I'm going to raise capital to create this coin. And our goal is $2 million, or our goal is $1.5 million. And that's what they do. They raise funds, and those who give the funds are promised, you know, a big, huge batch of coins before they're actually minted and circulated into the general populace. And generally what happens to ICOs is that they don't raise the goal that they intended, and they just take the money and run, which is horrible because you got a lot of people that genuinely get ripped off in these ICO scams. So there's got to be an element of regulation over that. And moreover, now that you've got people pretending that they're Mr. Wall Street over here, pretending that they're hedge fund managers for cryptocurrency, that's also something that needs to be regulated. Because if you don't regulate that, you're going to have somebody like a cryptocurrency Bernie Madoff. So I understand where this is going. I have no problem with it. As a matter of fact, I would actually appreciate if they integrated, and they're already doing it with the Robinhood stock trading platform. Robinhood, look it up. They're integrating cryptocurrency trading with stock trading. And when they do that, folks, that's when this damn whole market's going to blow up through the roof. Because those are the real investors. That's where the real money is. When you can transfer stock into crypto, I mean, that's when you're going to find people buying big bulks of cryptocurrency because they got big bulks of stock. You know what I'm saying? Now, in other news, folks, I know there's a lot of bad news for crypto, but here's some good news, okay? Let's say that you're still a decent trader, you've made a lot of money on crypto, and you want to kind of do some tax things with your crypto. You know, instead of like paying in your personal name the tax rate at your personal name, you want to incorporate, and you want to put your crypto in your corporation, and you want to be able to, you know, be taxed at the corporate level while profiting off of your cryptocurrency trading. Well, many of the inner circle did this long before it was actually passed into law today, but Wyoming has passed a law labeling cryptocurrency as a, quote, utility token, which shelters, believe it or not, which shelters the corporations from any federal government infringement based upon a certain criteria of a coin. Now, you have to look into the legalities of this. It's very technical, a lot of reading. But in essence, if you buy the right coins, then you can shelter these coins away from federal regulation under the state law of Wyoming, and it will recognize these cryptocurrencies as a utility token. So, FYI, all the damn cryptocurrency investors, I bet you money, they're all going to start incorporating in Wyoming. I know many in the inner circle, at least 10 or 12 in the inner circle, have already incorporated in Wyoming and are currently trading right now, making cash, all right? But that's some good news, all right? That's some good news for you. With that being said, let's go ahead, and I'm going to talk a little bit about these markets. Everything's still in the red, folks. Everything's still pretty bad out here. We got a lot of the cryptocurrency market capitalization leaving. There's many places they're putting their money. Stock market still looks pretty good. Commodities are looking pretty good. People are buying property now, which is unbelievable. And not to mention, you can buy property with crypto in some markets. You've got a bunch of factors that I explained earlier why we're seeing everything in the red. So there's no need for me to go through the whole rigmarole of the prices. You all get it's in the red. There's no need to spoil this Baller Friday. But I do want to cover the market capitalization. All right, it has gone down, the entire market cap of the cryptocurrency market, $333 billion market capitalization. Now, lest we forget, around December 2017, we saw this market cap go all the way up to close to $800 billion. And then miraculously, it just all went away. Thanks, Wall Street! So as I've stated, hold, baby. That's all you have to do. If you know that you're in a good coin that's got a future for the next 10 to 15 years, then hold it, baby. Hold it. And you know, I only cover coins that are going to be around. So with that being said, I'm glad that we're going to cut the cryptocurrency short, and we're going to go right into stocks and commodities because that's where the money's at right now anyway. Now, I want to caution everybody, okay, that I said that I'm bullish on the stock market for the fiscal year 2018. But after 2018, I would consider either partially moving out or observing the market at that particular time because there's a lot of factors that could potentially send this damn stock market down. First factor is the Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve is going to raise interest rates, and regardless of how good the economy is, if they raise the interest rates to 3 basis points, I mean, that's going to send stocks by default downward. And it's also going to send gold downward as well because, remember, as I stated, every time the Federal Reserve raises interest rates, they're trying to recall the money that they've been printing since freaking 2000. They're trying to recall some of that back through raising interest rates to create value in the dollar. So that's why the Federal Reserve is doing this. But if the value of the dollar goes up, then that means that the value of everything that you pay the dollar with is going to go down. So if the dollar value goes up, stock values are going to go down by default. Commodity values are going to go down by default. Everything's going to go down in price by default with a more valuable dollar. So this is a big factor that everybody has to take a look at when it comes to the 2018 or post-2018 stock outlook. Another factor, folks, is, I hate to say this, but a potential curb in certain markets because of tariffs and things of that capacity. Now, I'm going to be honest, most of the people that we do most of our export business with, we've exempted from the initial tariff that has been proposed by the president for steel and aluminum. We've exempted Mexico and Canada. And the reason is because they are actually on the negotiating table now, negotiating, or I should say, renegotiating NAFTA. So we're not going to necessarily be on the bad end of these people because we exempted them from that steel and aluminum tariff. We also just recently announced that we are not putting in Australia into that steel and aluminum tariff. So we're pretty safe in that regard because anything that cuts our exports is probably going to take a hit in the market. So the president is not naive of this, and that's why those that are exempt from the tariff, we have an export surplus with them. Even if we have a trade deficit, in comparison to every other country, we're trading more exports with them than any other country, and that's Canada and that's Mexico at this point in time. So a lot of factors to consider. That's why I'm bullish throughout 2018. I would wait as we start getting close to the holidays. I would start eyeballing your stocks and considering making moves. All right? Now, what moves do you make? Well, if there's going to be a major Federal Reserve interest rate hikes, fiat. Fiat, fiat, fiat. All right? Anyway, let me continue going. Let's get to the stocks here. All right? Stocks were up today, and the reason they were up is because they were pretty positive prior to the Fed's meeting next week. There is a Federal Reserve meeting next week, and according to some of the minutes that have been released, the investors seem fairly confident that they're just going to give a love tap or maybe not an interest rate hike at all, and it's reflected in today's market. Let's take a look at it. Dow Jones Industrial up today 72.85 points, a percentage increase of 0.29%, closing out the Dow at 24,946.51 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. The S&P 500 also on the plus side, up 4.68 points, a percentage increase of 0.17%, closing out the S&P at 2,752.01 points for the S&P 500. We got the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is also up 0.25 points, up modestly, unchanged on the percentage end, closing out the NASDAQ at 7,481.99 points for the NASDAQ composite. Let's go ahead and take a look at some commodities as we're doing the financial hour here. Let's go to energy. What have I been telling you about energy? Watch your gas prices, boy. Watch them gas prices. I've been telling you. And as we go into the spring and summer, I think it's going to get worse, in my opinion. So watch your gas prices, boy. Let's get to energy. WTI sweet crude is up today, $1.15, a percentage increase of 1.88%, closing out WTI at $62.34 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. We've got Brent crude also up today, $1.09, a percentage increase of 1.67%, closing out Brent crude at $66.21 per barrel of Brent crude oil. We've got gasoline. Take a look at the gasoline futures, folks, up 1.10%. Natural gas is up 0.26%, and heating oil's going up because of those damn nor'easters. It is up 1% on the day. Let's take a look at the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's take a look at the goddamn metals! We've got gold down today, $5.50, a percentage decrease of 0.42%, closing out gold at $1,312.30 per troy ounce of gold. Let's take a look at silver. It's down today 15 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.91%, closing out silver at $16.27 per troy ounce of silver. We've got copper down today 0.64%. We've got platinum down 0.51%. Let's go ahead and get to agriculture, shall we? Grains. Let's get to corn. Corn is down 1.03%. Wheat is down 2.30%. That's a significant pullback, man. Maybe we might see that reflected on the bread prices here in the next couple of days. We got oats down today 3.49%. You might see that reflected in the oats prices here in the next couple of days. We've got rough rice up 0.40%. We've got soybean up 0.84%. We got soybean oil down 0.25%, and canola is up 0.21%. Let's get to the soft, shall we? Cocoa has finally taken a little bit of a step back after keeping climbing and climbing and climbing. It has pulled back a little slightly today, 0.55% decrease for cocoa. Coffee,
hey, dude, just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Listen, I have my coffee, dude. I need my coffee. Yeah.
Shut up! Anyway, coffee is down 0.59%. We've got sugar. Sugar is down 0.71%. Orange juice is down 0.36%. Cotton is down 0.81%. Lumber is down 1.07%. Rubber is down 0.36%. And ethanol is down 1.39%. Let's get to livestock, shall we? All right, we got live cattle down 0.49%, boy. We've got cattle feeder down 0.46%. And before we get to lean hogs, I want to remind everybody we got to bring back the ham bone movement. We got to make America great again. When you see these fat, disgusting tubelards with their cellulite dripping off their freaking wheelchairs and, you know, with their hover-rounds, you know, they're going around shopping malls and grocery stores, and whenever they back up, you hear that beeping noise, beep, 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 beep. When you see these people, there's no reason to confront them, no reason to confront them, talk garbage to them, just pass by them and say, boo. That's all you got to do. I'm telling you, they will get the point. Just go by them and say, boo. Fat, greasy ass, smelly ass, stinky, smelly, boo. Simple as that. I'm telling you, you will be doing them a favor. I mean, we're trying to make America great again, right? Huh? And what better way than to make it more aesthetically pleasing than to tell these gigantuan Snorlax fat jelly-ass bastards, you know, that got like 5 necks and, you know, 7 tit rolls in their belly, that, hey, look, you need to put the freaking fork down! Put the freaking fork down! Anyway, with that being said, let's get to the lean hog futures. They are down today 0.06% on the day, and that, my friends, is the markets for your ass, all right? Anyway, folks, before we get to shout-outs, I want to once again apologize. I was losing it last week, or I should say this past Wednesday, and I know I cut the show early. I said a lot of F words, a lot of F-bombs and stuff. My apologies, but I just want to let you all know that I'm passionate about this country. I'm passionate about this country, and I wish that some of you would wake up out of your goddamn stupid fog and realize that you have a goddamn responsibility to conduct yourself as a person that is supposed to be conducting themselves as a government that's made for the people and by the people. It's as simple as that. Just for the people and by the people. You got to conduct yourself in that capacity. Anyway, I'm sitting over here, love on the rocks. I mean, man, I've got like a quintuple shot. I emptied out the bottle of Glenfiddich, and it's in this rocks glass here. Most of the ice has already been melted, for heaven's sake. So, with that being said, it's a Baller Friday. I want to say Happy Baller Friday to everybody out there who's listening, to the capitalist army, and to all the capitalists throughout the world. I want to say cheers to you, and of course, cheers to the President of the United States. And once again, for you folks that are wondering why we celebrate Baller Friday, is because we, the capitalists, like to bask in our success throughout the week. We like to bask in our labor, our wages, our salary, when we look back upon the week and we celebrate on this Baller Friday. Cheers to you all, baby. Capitalism or death, baby. Yeah! Cheers. Woo, yeah. Nothing like taking a big gulp of some goddamn scotch on ice, baby. Nothing like it, baby. Love on the rocks. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good on this Baller Friday. I hope that you are as well, folks. I hope that you are as well. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. I was going to make this show a free format edition, but man, there's just too many goddamn things I got to talk about. There's too many goddamn things I got to talk about, and I know I'm about to head into freaking chat room shoutouts and Gab shoutouts here in about 1 minute, but by God, you people need to realize that we are in a time in which you have to take politics serious, all right? It's time for you to start taking politics and capitalists serious. Do you understand that? You understand that? that damn call, for Christ's sake. Do you understand? Your country depends on it, you stupid, inconsiderate pricks! Your country depends on it! Anyway, we are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank you all for tuning in with me. Before we get started on anything else, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread this show link around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on the last bastion of freedom of speech and social media today, and I'm talking about Gab, and you can follow me on that social media under the name Politics Ghost, all right? All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow on Gab. And, of course, if you want to be a part of the True Capitalist Radio official chat room, all you've got to do is check out my Gab. Look at my Gab. Go to my Gab, Politics Ghost, and hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button for premium content. And when you do that, go ahead and private message me on Gab and let me know your Discord chat name, and I will give you an exclusive invitation to the True Capitalist Radio chat room, baby, all right? Go to my Gab, hit the subscribe. Go to my Gab, hit the subscribe, boy. You goddamn right. Now that we got that all out of the way, I know that the True Capitalist Radio chat room is in the house. What's going on in the True Capitalist Radio chat room? Before we get to chat room shout-outs, let's go ahead and see what they're saying on the True Capitalist Radio voice chat. And listen, I know that there may be some tards in here that are going out saying a bunch of garbage. They say it sounds like a bunch of autistic ear rape, but I'm telling you, I'm serious. We got serious people talking politics, talking crypto. We got serious people here. We've got serious people in the True Capitalist Radio chat. Believe me! Believe me! Now, with that being said, hey, engineer, can you turn up the damn, turn it up? I want to hear what they have to say in the True Capitalist Radio voice chat room. Here it is, folks, the True Capitalist Radio voice chat room. Let's hear what these people have to say. Hold on. On the voice chat. I don't get it. I don't know why. I don't get it, all right? But once again, I will be voice chatting, all right? And it ain't like that in voice chat, all right? I mean, we take command in voice chat, people. We have a decent chat going on. So if you want to be a part of it, go to my Gab account right now, Politics Ghost. Hit the subscribe button for premium content. Once you do, private message me with your Discord chat. I'll give you an invitation, all right? Now that we got all that out of the way, do we got any goddamn chat room shout-outs to be had there, engineer? All right. Well, let's go ahead and get to some chat room shout-outs right now. All right? Well, I should say, right now! That's what I should say. All right, what do we have here? We'll start from the bottom. What's up, Spectre? What's up, Tough Guy? What's up, the Texas Panhandlers? The TCR Space Force? Yeah, whatever. The poor man's Alex Jones. Shut up! Don't compare me to Alex Jones anymore, you assholes, all right? My filters! My filters! The Georgian Man-Flinger. TCR Shad Man. What the hell does that mean? What the hell is that? I know that's I'm not saying that racist garbage. I know what you're trying to make me say, boy. I ate nit. I'm not saying that. I know what you're trying to make me say. I'm a melting pot of friendship, man. Stop it. Anyway, we got Stagio in the house. Special Agent Shekels. Soggy Taters. Rarity is a Skankosaurus slutbag. Shut up, you brony. My Negros. Oh, God damn it! Oh, damn it! I knew this goddamn Baller Friday was gonna turn this direction. Come on, man! Come on! I'm getting one decent Baller Friday, man. Just one. Just one goddamn decent Baller Friday. That's all I ask. Stop making me say this racist garbage, man. Give me the mic. Cut the crap. Cut the crap. Let me have this drink, for heaven's sake, man. I gotta loosen up, man. I gotta loosen up here. I'm not joking. You people are gonna piss me off on this Baller Friday. And I don't want to do what I had to do on Wednesday, because I'll do it, you son of a bitch. All right, I'll do it. Give me a freaking drink. All right, where are we, for Christ's sake? All right, Monica's pick caught in. I don't understand what the hell that means. Mile High, what's up? We got Metaform. We've got McGranny's. Shut up, my granny's a tranny. Shut up! Florida Bridge falling down. Shut the freak. Just shut up. Juicing in the oven. What the hell? John Oliver KO'd Crypto. He didn't KO Crypto. Shut up! Slimy bastard. He didn't do jack, all right? Crypto is just in a little setback, for Christ's sake. Look last year at this time. Take a look last year at this time. I'm telling you, you wait till the late spring and early summer, baby. I'm telling you. Son of a bitch. I bet you collect goddamn freaking My Little Pony characters and rare Pepes, you son of a bitch. Give me a mic! Stupid idiot. Who else we got? Hire apes, pick women? What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? Goat is Sofa King autistic. Shut up! I'm not a freaking autist, boy. Don't you even go there, all right? Ghost Panda took his Jane Walker. Look, don't remind me about what Johnny Walker did cucking out to the feminist movement. I don't want to hear that crap. Shut up! Ghost inherited Hawking's chair. You fucking... Damn it! I'm not a cripple! Why do you idiots continue to think that I'm some kind of a goddamn cripple? Who started that goddamn rumor? Who started it so I could kick the crap out of them? Who started it so I could kick the bejesus out of them, boy? So I could kick their ass in the dog meat? Who said it? Give me the damn mic. Goddamn mic. I want to know who the hell said it. Anyway, look, I'm just going to take a couple more goddamn chat room shout-outs, and I'm moving on. We got BN King, Cash Money, Andrew Arbiter, We got Beer Force. We got Blue Tarp Cleanup. Oh, man, you're not the kid that killed himself on YouTube on 4chan. No! No! Oh, no! Man, that's too soon, for Christ's sake. That's too soon. Good God. That's just too soon, man. It's too soon, man. Give me the mic. Oh, my God. If you are not aware of what has happened, there was a young man that, I guess he was 18 years old or something. He prepared a suicide setup while broadcasting on YouTube, streaming on YouTube, prepared a tarp, prepared all kinds of things, and he literally blew his brains off. He blew his head off on YouTube, on a YouTube string, on 4chan, and now these damn 4chaners think it's a big freaking joke, for Christ's sake. You sick, macabre assholes. You sick, macabre assholes! Look at this. Brains none, shotgun one. You son of a bitch! Shut up! Shut up with that crap! Shut the hell up with that sick macabre crap! You guys are macabre, man! Stop! Stop it! Stop! Oh, God! Oh, God, give me the freaking mic. This poor son of a bitch blew his head off! And you know what? The stream kept going, and the mom and the sister walked in. I mean, it's horrible, man. You guys are pieces of crap, man. I'm not joking. You guys are a bunch of freaking monkey-spanking, pud-pulling, squirrel-fisting, two girls, one anus-loving, cheese-hole chomping, migrant mouth-hugging piece of crap. That's what you people are. Good God. Oh, God. What's up, Cyber Necro? What's up, David Hayer? What's up, Dubert? I am a Jew. I'm not a Jew, all right, asshole? Florida Pounder. What the hell does that mean? Florida Pounder. Jesus Christ. You know what? That's it. I'm not doing this, for Christ's sake. I'm not, you know what? That's enough. As a matter of fact, implement chatroom martial law on these ungrateful little twats. Implement chatroom martial law. God damn it, you macabre bastards. You're macabre. All of you, you're macabre. Oh, my God. Anyway, look. We're moving on. We're going to do some Gab shout. I don't know why I'm going to do it, but I guess I'm going to do some Gab shout-outs. And for you folks that want a Gab shout-out, all you've got to do is go to my Gab account right now, Politics Ghost, and like the post that states, "It's Baller Friday! True Capitalist Radio is now live." Listen in. Like the post that states, "It's Baller Friday! True Capitalist Radio is now live." Listen in. And when you like that post, I will give you a Gab shout-out live right here on the broadcast, right here and now. Do we have any Gab shout-outs, engineer? All right. Well, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to some Gab shout-outs right now. All right. Who do we got here? We got Vinny Gars in the streets. Whatever that, Vinny Gars in the streets. What the hell does that mean? We've got Donnie Jr., Future Führer. Well, no, shut up. Shut up. We got Susie Sheep. I'm not going to say that disgusting name. Divorce 1, Donald Trump Jr. 0. Look, leave Donald Trump alone. Leave Donnie Jr. alone. As a matter of fact, hey, Donnie, if you want to come party out here in Texas, come over here, take the Learjet, baby. We'll be in 6th Street. You know what I'm saying? Woo! We'll be partying like Ric Flair, baby. Limousine riding, jet flying. We'll be taking all these women to Space Mountain, baby. Woo! I'm just saying, Donnie, let me know. Hook me up. Holler at me, man. I'm not joking. Anyway, who else do we have here, for Christ's sake? I'm just kidding, Mrs. Ghost! Anyway, who else do we have here? We got leftist bridge has fallen down. Oh, come on! Come on! We got Mayfield cucked UT. Shut up. Don't talk about UT right now, boy. I'm not in the mood for that garbage. You understand me, boy? Who else do we got here? We got, I'm not saying that name. I'm not saying that name, for Christ's sake. Florida Street Pancakes, asshole? Jesus Christ. Who else do we have here? We got Pandas Did Miami Bridge. Oh, okay, great. That's really funny, ass crack. We got Crostario. We got Constitution will KO crypto. Shut the hell up. Shut up! Sold Hawking's chair for 42 coin. Look, shut up. Shut up! Look, asshole. First of all, don't make fun of 42 coin. That's my coin, all right, asshole? And secondly, I don't want to hear about Stephen Hawking anymore, all right? I don't want to hear about Stephen freaking Hawking anymore. It's done. He's over. Hold on, give me the mic. I mean, I don't know where he's at, because isn't there technically a stairway to heaven? I don't know. I mean, so I don't know where he's at. I mean, isn't there technically a stairway to heaven? And look, for you people, I saw a lot of comments on a lot of different videos saying I was a bad guy. I saw them on poll, on 4chan's poll saying, we got to find out who ghosted, and we got to dox him, and we got to send a SWAT team after him because he made fun of Stephen Hawking, and that's not fair, and we got to do something. He's got to pay. He's got to pay. Well, look, okay, for you autists out there that are all getting your freaking panties in a bunch, all right? I'm gonna give you a little bit of an apology. Not a total apology, but a little bit of apology, all right? All right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post on my Gab right now. I'm gonna post on my Gab. Look, it took me all night to do this. I'm not joking, all right? Because I know that I really shouldn't be making fun of somebody who just passed on, and I should be giving them, I guess, a little bit of respect. So what I did, folks, is I decided that I was going to make a sculpture of Stephen Hawking, okay? I was going to make a sculpture of Stephen Hawking, but I didn't have any materials other than some old crappy Legos that some autist mailed to me, okay? So with that being said, what I did is I decided to create a Lego-style statue of Stephen Hawking. Let me go ahead and... do you have that, engineer? All right, now what I'm going to do here is I am going to post the picture of the Stephen Hawking, the Stephen Hawking sculpture in Lego. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and put it up there. There it is. It is now Gab, folks. What does everybody think, huh? What does everybody think? You see, I'm not a bad guy. Look at my Gab. Check out my Gab. That is a sculpture that I made from Legos of goddamn Stephen Hawking. As a matter of fact, I think we still have a connection to Stephen Hawking in the netherworld. I think he's in purgatory right now. Can we put him on the horn, engineer? Stephen, are you there? What do you think about this beautiful Lego statue that I made of you, all right? I know I talk garbage about you. I made fun of you a little bit after you died. But how is this? I mean, does this... What do you think of this? You are a bastard, and you're lucky that I'm dead, because if I wasn't, I would send a cosmic asteroid and make sure it hit you right in the balls. That's not a very good thing to say, Mr. Hawking. All right? I mean, I tried to, make a little bit of a peace offering with this, all right? All right? If you don't like it, Then get out of here, Stephen Hawking! Any last words, you prick? Yes, I wish someone would wipe my ass in the afterlife, and somebody could carry me, please, on the stairway to heaven. I need somebody to carry me on the stairway to heaven. All right, Hawking. I hope somebody carries your loud damn ass on the stairway to heaven. All right. I hope everything's all right. All right. I hope everything's all right. Anyway, with that being said, I'm sorry. People are still giving me goddamn freaking Stephen Hawking names, and I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear Stephen Hawking again, all right? Shut up. Shut up with Stephen Hawking. All right, I'm taking a couple more Gab shout-outs, for Christ's sake. Gown man plays with his Lego. Grown man plays with his Legos, LOL. Look, I don't play with Legos, asshole. Shut up, you... I don't play with Legos, okay? They were the first material resource that I could find. All right? That was the first material resource I could find, for Christ's sake. Give me the mic! I mean, what did you want me to etch this idiot in stone or something? This guy's not worth it. This guy's not worth it. Good God, just shut your mouths. All of you, just shut your stupid stinking holes. We got Benito Gostini. Is that the real Benito Gostini, for Christ's sake? Where you been, man? Anyway, who else we got? We got, I'm not going to say that sick name. Wrists first, skull next. What the hell does that mean? We got Sanjucito? Don't talk about the San Jacinto battle, boy. Don't you dare talk about the Texas martyrs. Don't you dare. Hey, look, assholes, if you really feel that way about the Texas martyrs, why don't you come down here to Texas and talk that garbage about the Texas martyrs and see if your ass don't get your ass beat, boy. You understand me? Come on down here to Texas and see your ass don't get your ass beat. You get your goddamn ass beat, boy. Give me the goddamn mic. Give me the mic. All right, man. Look, I'm only going to take a couple more of these. You people are pissing me off, and I'm not letting you ruin my Bowler Friday. I'm going to tell you that right goddamn now. You people are not ruining my Bowler Friday. This is my Bowler Friday. It's mine. It belongs to me. Son of a freaking bitch. We've got the amazing shoe on the head. Man, that's such an old freaking meme. The next thing you're going to know, I took an arrow to the knee. Took an arrow to the knee. Ho, 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 ho. Stupid idiots. Stupid morons, for heaven's sake, man. We've got Kurt Cobain's suicide to electric boogaloo. What the hell does that mean? Shotguns gave me no brain. Oh, good God. Shut up! Shut up! Autistic Lego adventure. Look, shut up! I just Look, that was the first piece of building material that I could sculpt a stupid, crippled Stephen Hawking. All right? That was it. That was it, so shut up. I'm not autistic, all right? I'm not a freaking man-child, all right? I don't play with Legos. Shut up! Shut up! Give me the mic! Son of a bitch! You guys are every one of you. You know what? Why am I even continuing on with you people? Why? Why do I even continue on, for Christ's sake? Good God, man. Hey, wait a minute. What is this? What is this? Art for Autism? Why is my picture on an Art for Autism goddamn advertisement? Why is my picture on an Art for Autism advertisement? Look, if I can, I I'm sick of my goddamn gun! What the hell? What the goddamn hell? What the goddamn hell, man? I'm done with this. Shut up on gas. Each and every one of you, shut your stupid, stinking faces when you're talking to me. Give me the mic. I've had enough of these goddamn freaking shoutouts. And let me tell you something. I'm not going to let you run my Baller Friday. I am not going to let you ruin my Bowler Friday, so you all that think that you're going to ruin my day today, you all can take your little goddamn wannabe little plan, all right, crumple it up and shove it right in that damn goddamn dingleberry freaking shit funnel that you call a goddamn freaking poop chute, you son of a bitch! All right, I got to calm down, for heaven's sake. Give me my last drink, for heaven's sake, man. I mean, this isn't even getting me a little buzz, man. This isn't even making the goddamn time go by better, for Christ's sake, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All right, that's it for the Glenfiddich single malt. Double cask, 15 years. All right. Got to take a couple of deep breaths, folks. My apologies. All right. I've got production notes, asshole. You hear that? I got production notes! Now, we're going to talk about some serious business now, all right? That's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about some serious business. How about some Donald Trump news? That always puts me in a good goddamn mood, boy. I'm going to talk about Donald Trump. Now, for you folks that have been sitting under a rock, Donald Trump has been cleaning his cabinet, boy. He's been cleaning his cabinet. First Tillerson, now H.R. McMaster, boy, is out as National Security Advisor. And let's be honest. What is Trump doing? He found an opportunity in this present time. He found enough leverage to be able to eliminate the globalists out of his administration. Gary Cohn, Rex Tillerson, H.R. McMaster. I mean, he was even considering possibly letting the Chief of Staff, Kelly, John Kelly, going. But fortunately enough, Kelly is still in the good graces of the president, and he's the only one that has stayed in this mass purging of the current administration. And I think that the more Trump eliminates these globalist pieces of garbage out of his administration, the better we can implement the Make America Great Again policy on an economic, political, social, and international front. So I think it's good news that H.R. McMaster is out. He is out of there. He is out. You're fired. Now, with that being said, I wonder who's going to take the new National Security Advisor position in the Trump administration. That is the question, isn't it? But anyway, H.R. McMaster out. Once again, Trump cleaning his damn cabinet, and this is a very, very good thing. Once again, he's getting rid of the globalists out of his administration. And you can't blame him. Now, another thing I want to talk about, folks, is that the president has put sanctions on Russia, and these are economic sanctions, for election meddling and cyber attacks on the electrical grid in the United States. Now, this should underscore to all you Democrats and all you people that hate this president that there is absolutely no collusion, coordination with the Russians whatsoever. All right? The president is doing the Russians no favors. And as by the way, Putin himself is not doing himself any favors as well, if you want my opinion. He's acting like a complete idiot. And as I alluded to in the last broadcast, I personally believe, and I have told you this since 2016, remember that, I've been telling you since 2016, I personally believe that England, the UK, is involved in this grand conspiracy to remove Trump from power. Because, lest we forget, it was an MI6 agent who specialized in Russia that comprised the Fusion GPS Russian dossier. And lest we forget, we saw 2 ex-Russian spies that were living in the UK get poisoned with nerve agents. They're out of here. And as a result, we have found that the first guy that was targeted for assassination had a connection with the Russian dossier, folks. And another thing I question is, how did these ex-Russian agents that were living in exile in the UK, first of all, how did they, whoever wanted to kill them, whether it's Russia or the UK MI6 themselves, how did they find out where they were? How did they find out their locations? Secondly, England is one of the biggest police states in the world. It's got cameras everywhere. It bans people from entering their country based upon a political persuasion. We've got 2 women that are conservative, and I mean, I'm not big fans of these women, but they are conservative. They are kind of e-celebs in the alt-right conservative wing. I'm talking about Laura Southern and that Pettibone broad. They're detained in the UK because they were just trying to enter the UK like anyone would enter the United States. But because the UK is so strict, in such a police state, they are detaining these people. Now, with that type of security and that type of police state, you mean to tell me that Russian assassins were able to weasel their way in and find the locations of these Russian spies and then deliver a nerve agent? How did they smuggle in that nerve agent into the UK to begin with? Smuggling in a nerve agent and giving it to these 2 ex-Russian spies? Give me a break. Give me a break. I think there's a clear connection between the UK, the Secret Service, the MI6 of the UK, the DOJ of the United States, FBI of the United States, Robert Mueller, all these people in an attempt, all right, in an attempt to try to remove Trump. I mean, it all comes down to the Russian dossier, folks. Lest we forget that the FISA warrant, and for you folks that don't understand what FISA is, it's a court system, a secret court system that the feds go to in an attempt to try to tap your phones and to have you under illegal surveillance. They have to have some kind of a warrant to do so. And they go to the FISA court to do it. It's a secret court. And this judge behind the FISA court is the one that makes the decision on whether or not there's going to be actual surveillance, wiretapping, video surveillance, whatever. And you see how they justified wiretapping the president. Remember, right before he was elected, President Trump always talked about how his wires were tapped. Remember that? He always said that, and the media thought he was nuts. The media thought he was loco because, let's be honest, folks, the mainstream media is nothing more than a propaganda wing of the CIA. You know it, and I know it. But that's why you said his wires were tapped, because they were, folks. They were. And how did the DOJ and the FBI present the case to justify the tapping of Donald Trump and his surrogates? What did they present? They presented the Russian dossier to the judge as the basis of the evidence to justify tapping the damn lines and surveying the communications of the Trump administration and Trump himself. This is what it all comes down to, folks. This is true Russian collusion. This is the weaponization of our institutions of government. Why do you think now you've got Jeff Sessions questioning whether or not he should fire Andrew McCabe, all right? Andrew McCabe, which was referenced by Peter Strzok and Lisa Page. Remember that little exchange, the little text buddies, the little lovers? Oh, we're going to meet in Andy's office about the secret meeting and all this garbage. Well, you want to know why they want to fire Andrew McCabe? Because, and this is the truth, not because they want to punish McCabe, but because McCabe is not necessarily completely disconnected from the Bureau. The Inspector General can still speak with McCabe. Remember, the Inspector General is doing this internal investigation. Even though he doesn't have any power to prosecute, He's still doing this internal investigation. And you know, the bad part about it is that the Inspector General cannot talk to anyone who is no longer with the Bureau or is no longer employed with the Department of Justice, which is a complete, you know, haltering of the actual investigation. So that's why Jeff Sessions is considering firing. Remember, Jeff Sessions is a fucking snake. Excuse my French. He's an establishment scumbag. That's why he wants to fire Andrew McCabe. He wants to fire Andrew McCabe so that the Inspector General can't interview him. You understand? Because the Inspector General can only interview people that are employed with the Bureau, that are employed with the DOJ, etc. But who do we have calling in Congress? Some of the GOP members in Congress calling for what? Another special counsel. Now, to be honest with you folks, I have mixed feelings about this second special counsel because, I mean, you know, the Democrats and the left and all these people that are on their side are going to protest. They're going to organize these big staging of events claiming that they're being oppressed, that it's a dictatorship, that a dictator is persecuting the opposition, all this garbage. You know the Democrats are going to spin it in this direction. But at the same time, I definitely think that we need a special prosecutor that can go into depth and truly interview everyone who is involved in this conspiracy under oath, under the threat of jail if they lie or don't show up for questioning by the special prosecutor. I mean, we need somebody that goes in to the true unraveling of the truth. And everything that I've been telling you folks is pretty much what has happened. Okay? What I've been telling you is pretty much what has happened. I mean, it is a grand conspiracy compartmentalized of the DOJ, the FBI, you know, the deep state, the mainstream media, and even England. That's why you have Theresa May giving Trump the cold shoulder all of a sudden. And lest we forget, Theresa May is a leftist piece of trash. Lest we forget, she went on a speech in front of everybody, in front of the world, with a picture of that Argentinian freak show, Frida, that communist piece of trash. That signifies that Miss Conservative Theresa May over here is nothing more than a commie. And it came out a couple of weeks ago, actually a few weeks ago, that the leader of the Labor Party, Jeremy Corbyn, was an agent of the Soviet Union. And this is documented proof. What makes you think that people that were once a part of the Soviet Union and dedicated as a covert operative of the Soviet Union, what makes you think that they've just stopped? What makes you think that they have just stopped and decided that they're just going to, I don't know, have a change of heart? And this goes to what I've been saying, the evidence that's mounting against the fact that the UK had something directly involved, something to do, and they were directly involved in an attempt to try to remove Trump from power. And the connection, Christopher Steele, him being involved in MI6, his specialty being Russia, him utilizing Russian assets to comprise this ridiculous dossier, and then having it paid by Hillary Clinton and the Democrats. They admitted they paid for it. $12 million. $12 million they paid. And you know something else? Christopher Steele, this MI6 agent, he was also an informant for the FBI. He was an informant for the FBI, which means that he was paid by the FBI to give information to the FBI to provide busts for the FBI. So if there was a special counsel that was put forth, I believe they would find that the FBI actually contributed to the payment of the Russian dossier by funneling money to Christopher Steele, claiming that it was an informant payment. So that's how far this conspiracy goes, and that's why, in my opinion, I think there should be a second special counsel. Because what's going to happen is not only are they going to unravel all this, but they're going to implicate Robert Mueller himself. And Robert Mueller, What did he do when he became special counsel? He brought in Peter Strzok. He brought in Lisa Page. He brought in all these people that were involved with the conspiracy. And you mean to tell me he did that out of, oh, I'm naive, I'm Robert Mueller, I didn't know any better? Of course he knew! Of course he knew! So anyway, in my personal opinion, and look, I might as well go into this, I think that the Robert Mueller investigation needs to stop. And in my opinion, now that Robert Mueller is going after Donald Trump's personal financial records, his business records, I think that the president is in his ethical and moral right to fire Robert Mueller, because right now he seems to be the only one that can fire Robert Mueller. And I don't think that there would be that big of a backlash at this point, because Robert Mueller, after a year and over 12 million, I don't know how many millions of dollars he has spent in this ridiculous special counsel, and this is tax money, he has not had one shred of evidence, one thing connecting Russia and Trump. And you know what he's doing? He's just taking down surrogates that helped Trump get elected. Taking down Michael T. Flynn. As a matter of fact, folks, it just came out today that our good friend Peter Strzok, Mr. Super Agent, this guy that reworded gross negligence on Comey's statement about Hillary Clinton's email scandal, he changed gross negligence to careless and unsophisticated. That Peter Strzok, the guy who was sexting and texting Lisa Page, that horse-face attorney for the FBI. Well, folks, what comes down is that Peter Strzok and Lisa Page were actually plotting a covert meeting with the judge who's presiding over the Michael T. Flynn case. Now, why would they do that? Why in the hell would Peter Strzok and Lisa Page plot a covert meeting with the presiding judge over Michael Flynn? I'll tell you why. Because how Peter Strzok manipulated Michael T. Flynn into finding him in an obstruction lie. Okay? I mean, to be honest with you, this is what makes Michael T. Flynn's his case so difficult. Because he lied when he really didn't have to lie. But because Peter Strzok is an FBI agent and was conversating with Michael T. Flynn in what Michael T. Flynn thought was an off-the-record, non-under-oath conversation, is what Peter Strzok, that's the evidence that puts Michael T. Flynn in this bad legal situation. Peter Strzok manipulated Michael T. Flynn into saying something, and Peter Strzok used that as a means to justify an obstruction case against Michael T. Flynn. Now, Peter Strzok and Lisa Page, if they're going to have a covert meeting with the judge that resides over the Michael T. Flynn case, that would be because they were going to tell the judge what they did, because it was a manipulative, slick, bureaucratic bunch of trickery in which they got Michael T. Flynn under this unfortunate case. And the reason Michael T. Flynn is pleading guilty, because they threatened his son. They threatened to bring his son in. They threatened to bring his family in. And because you're against the federal government, you could have all the money in the world. They have all the money in the world. They've got unlimited resources, unlimited surveillance, unlimited record keeping, unlimited people to hound you. And that's how Robert Mueller is intimidating all these people that are turning guilty, that are pleading guilty. Like that Stephen Gates, that Gates guy. That's why he's going after Paul Manafort. Had Paul Manafort not been a part of the Trump administration, the Trump campaign, Trump would have never been nominated. So this is a bunch of vindictive garbage, man. That's why I keep saying Robert Mueller should be investigated himself, and he should be put into prison, because that's what he's utilizing the special counsel for. It's nothing more than a politicized, weaponized tool for the deep state to take down anybody who was close to Trump, anybody who aided in Trump's success, etc. And he needs to be fired. I think Trump at this point is in his moral, ethical position to be able to fire Mueller and say, get the hell out of here, name the new special counsel, And let's put Mueller under investigation. Let's put him under some kind of goddamn testimony. Because he is directly connected with all these characters that are in this grand conspiracy to remove a duly elected president from office. And that's a goddamn fact! I'm telling you, man. Anyway, we're going to move on from that. I want to talk a little bit about Donnie Jr. I feel bad for Donnie Jr., man. He's a good guy, good kid. You know, he listens to the broadcast, I'm sure. His wife is filing for divorce. And as I stated in the beginning of the show, the reason she's probably filing for divorce is because she didn't probably sign up, you know, for this very, very dangerous life that's politics. Hey, folks, I keep telling you guys, politics is serious business, man. Politics is dangerous. People get killed in this game, man. People die. People get, you know, put in prison. I mean, politics is serious goddamn business. It's not a joke. And I think Donnie Jr.'s wife is like, look, I'm scared. I don't want anything to do with this. I thought that I was poisoned. Lest we forget, she received a envelope filled with powdery substance. She thought she was going to die. She was rushed to the hospital. Luckily, it was a hoax. But, you know, that kind of stuff will, you know, especially if you're not used to it, especially if you're some woman that just wanted to raise a family and be, you know, a housewife and, you know, have the easy life being on the Trump train. She didn't sign up for it, and I think that's what it comes down to, man. And I feel bad for Donnie Jr. He's a good guy, good American, just like his father. And this is the unfortunate byproduct, folks, if you try to become political. I mean, they did this same thing. Let me be honest with you. Ronald Reagan. They did the same thing to Ronald Reagan. If you look back in Ronald Reagan's career, he was an actor. He was a part of Hollywood. And it wasn't until he was vocal in his right-wing political views and his viewpoints on certain issues in which he got blacklisted from Hollywood. And not to mention all the communists in Hollywood, not only did they blacklist him from any kind of work, they made his wife divorce him. Jane Wyman. They made his wife, Jane Wyman, divorce him because she was a Hollywood commie, just like the rest of the Hollywood commies were back then. And, man, at that time, Ronald Reagan, I mean, he was pretty depleted, you know? I mean, that's a pretty demoralizing situation that no longer are you going to be an actor, which is what you've been making your money off of, but your wife is going to leave you because you're not a communist. And you know what, man? Ronald Reagan took it in stride, got up, and kept moving forward. And I hope Donnie Jr. hears that, man, because that's what's happening to you, son. What's happening to you is what's happening to Ronald Reagan, Donnie. And I hope that, I know that you're putting on a smile. I know that you're putting on a front. I know it hurts. But by God, Donnie, I want you to know that what you're doing is dedicated to a higher purpose. And when you're dedicated to a higher purpose, when you're trying to save a country, when you're trying to do something that seems impossible, these are the kinds of consequences that are going to incur. And you got to kind of take your emotions, you got to check them, because that's exactly what your enemies want. They want you demoralized, they want you broken down, they want you to think crazy thoughts. But you're a man, you come from good stock, and you should just kind of take this in stride and be the badass you are, Donnie. And I just want to say, I hope everything's okay with you. And once again, I'm serious. If you're out here in the Texas area, holler at me, baby. We're going to do some partying. I'm not kidding around, all right? You're single now, all right? Go to Austin, baby. You know how many Bobs are just bumbling around in Austin? Never mind. Anyway, look, Donnie, you're a good kid, and keep your head up and keep fighting the good capitalist fight, sir. All right? You and your father are fucking patriots, man, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Anyway, let's continue going, folks. I don't want to spend too much time on that bad news on the Donnie Jr.'s divorce, but keep your head up, man. All right? You're a patriot. All right? And I love you. I love your father and your family sacrifice for this country. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about Stormy Daniels, all right? Stormy Slut-Hole Daniels, all right? Now, I'm going to reiterate this one more again. Why are we even giving a two rat's asses about what some stupid porn star says? She's a porn star! She gets paid to take a cock in her ass! Excuse my French! Why are we taking this bimbo serious? Why? Can somebody explain that? Why? I mean, folks, this Stormy Daniels thing, it should really, really concern each and every one of you. Because Trump, being a billionaire, I think he did the right thing. I think that, look, you know, whatever he likes to do in his private life should stay private. I mean, you're a billionaire. You should be able to do whatever the hell you want. Why? I don't understand. Do you understand when you're a billionaire you can do whatever you want? And instead of going out and, like, taking advantage of sluts that are out here that'll give it up to him for free, this guy goes to a professional or a supposed professional and says, look, you know, I just want some sexual relations, you know. I want good relief on my private. I don't want a relationship. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to have kids. I just want you to make my private very good. I want you, I don't know why I'm talking like a Russian, but I want you to hook up my privates, all right? I want to use your body as a sexual playground. I want to use your orifices as a means to ejaculate my penis. How much? All right? And obviously, it was $130,000 or whatever this whore cost. And you know what? Even though Donald Trump paid the price, even though that was probably the biggest payday she ever had in her goddamn, you know, sucking the sap out of guys' balls for a living life, she's out here.
No, I want to talk about what we did. I want to talk about the secrets of Donald Trump, because I'm Stormy Slut-Hole Daniels, okay? I'm not a spring chicken anymore, so I can't make the money that I used to on my pornographic films, okay? I couldn't do it, okay? So I got to write a book now, and let me tell you, I screwed Trump, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And did you hear that apparently there's 6 other women that have come forth stating that they had sexual relations with the Donald, and some of them actually liked it, and they liked the fact that they liked rough sex with the Donald? I mean, come on, man. Listen, if you're a billionaire and you can't do this, then what good are whores nowadays anyway? I'm sorry. I'm not joking around. I mean, that's what you're paid to do, you dumb slut. You're paid to use your orifices as someone else's ejaculation machine, and that's why you're paid. You're a porn star. You should know better than this. I mean, I don't understand why we're making such a big deal. Why are we even giving this stupid skankosaurus the time of day? There's nothing illegal about what Trump did, even if he did it. It was in 2006, all right? And if he, let's just say he did pay her off. What was he paying her off for? He was paying her off to shut her up, because unfortunately, it seems as if that Donald Trump may or may not have banged this bitch during the time that Melania was pregnant. And, you know, I would pay a little bit to keep a bitch's mouth shut, too, if that was the time frame in which I used this slutbag services. Do you understand me? It had nothing to do with him running for president. We all know that the Donald has banged the best, all right? We all know. Come on. He's a billionaire! Give me a break! I wouldn't be surprised if him and Melania had menages, all right, with like 2 or 3 different chicks at the same time. I'm not joking, man. He's a billionaire. This is what billionaires do. They can do anything they want. And we should all be happy at least that, you know, it's females that you know, Donald Trump likes, and not some goddamn cabana boy that, you know, he sexually fondled at a goddamn resort when he was getting a goddamn thigh massage or something. You understand? I mean, I'm glad that we got a man out here that's laying the pipe down on some badass broads. Maybe we can bring some manly masculinity back in this goddamn country once again. Good God. And you know something? Even with this Stormy Slut-Hole Daniels story, women are loving this. I've seen a whole bunch of tweets, I should say, from women that wished that they would have rough sex with the Donald, that they wish they had sexual relations with the Donald. All right? I mean, they want it. You know it, and I know it, man. All right? And I'm tired of the media thinking, I don't know what they're trying to present this Stormy Daniels story as. Are they presenting this in a moral context? Because give me a freaking break. You know how the morality of Donald Trump, you know where it's defined? In his children. All right? That's where his morality is defined. His beautiful, hardworking, I mean, if I had children, I wish they were like Donnie Jr., Eric, and Ivanka. Are you kidding me? That's where his morality is judged, all right? He's a billionaire. I mean, good God, man. I'm telling you, and look, Mrs. Ghost is in the other room. If I became a billionaire, you don't think that I would want to go to one of these pros over here and say, look, all right, I love my wife over here. I'm a billionaire. You got a young piece of tail. I've seen you in your movies. I guess you're clean. Why don't you go ahead and let me use your body as a sexual playground? Here's some money. Shut your mouth, okay? And they don't shut their mouths. Whores are now not shutting their mouths anymore, and that's just unreal, all right? So anyway, enough of goddamn Stormy Slut-Hole Daniels. This is a nothing burger goddamn story, and I'm sick of the media covering it, all right? I'm sick of the media covering it. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about immigration now. All right, I want to talk a little bit about immigration, and I alluded to this at the beginning of the broadcast, and you want to know why? Because I'm not against immigration. I'm against the immigration that the goddamn leftists in Europe are pulling on the EU, and I'm against the immigration that the Obama administration and the Democrats had been shoving down America's throat for the past 8 years. I'm talking open borders. I'm talking bringing in the worst of other countries, the riffraff, the criminals, the losers, the unskilled labor. I'm tired of bringing in these people into our country, all right? We've brought enough of them. That's it. No more, all right? And I'm telling you right now, those that Obama brought in, if they can't assimilate in this country in 5 years, then send them back where they belong, all right? I'm tired of having to put up with non-American people walking around out here and me as an American having to put up with their culture, all right? I'm sick of seeing Mumbukus out here, and for you folks that don't know, we got a lot of Somalians out here in the San Hambonio, you know, and they're the most ungrateful, disgusting pieces of crap that you could ever come across, all right? I'm not even joking around. They don't want to assimilate. They don't even want to use indoor plumbing. Literally, I've heard stories where their children are in school and they take a squat, pull their pants down, and take a turd in the middle of the hallways because that's how they go to the bathroom in Somalia, okay? And I'm tired that we've got to bow down to their culture when they're in our fucking country. They should be bowing to us. They should be grateful to us, for Christ's sake, man. I'm tired of America bowing down to people that are from other countries that are now here. They should be bowing to us. Take that goddamn hijab off your fucking head. Take that goddamn turban off your head. Get up. This is not the Hajj call. Get up. If you want to pray, why don't you pray in a shit stall in the bathroom and shut the door, all right? Enough! Enough of this crap! That's why we have a separation of church and state. And you notice that when it comes to Christianity, let's implement that church and state clause all day long. Let's take it to court. But when it comes to Satanism, when it comes to atheism, when it comes to Islam, when it comes to any of this garbage, we have to stop and bow down. We have to sit and just take it. No! No! Either these people come to our country and secularize and understand that if they're going to worship whatever goddamn God that they're going to worship in the privacy of their own goddamn church or temple or whatever the hell, or their own home. Don't sit there in the middle of a McDonald's and have the call to Mecca. You understand that? Take the goddamn hijab off, take the turban off, take all this crap off. This is America. You understand? And if you are not going to sustain the continuity of the American culture, then get the hell out of the country! Get out! Get out! Get out of the country! Jesus Christ. Anyway, we're now in the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get started on anything else, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread this show link around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And of course, if you have not done so, folks, please follow me on Gab. All right, it's the last bastion of freedom of speech in social media today, and you can follow me on that social media under the name Politics Ghost, all right? Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. And, of course, I want to say what's going on to the True Capitalist Radio chat room in the house. How you doing, baby? Anyway, what's going on, folks? We are in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. I want to say what's up to everybody in there. Before we get started, if you want to be a part of the True Capitalist Radio chat room, okay? If you want to be a part of the True Capitalist Radio chat
Blog Talk Radio. Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
I will give you an exclusive invitation to the True Capitalist Radio chat room, baby, all right? All right, it's that simple, baby, and you'll be helping supporting the show. And by the way, if by some chance Blog Talk Radio decides that, you know, it's not going to want my services anymore, don't worry. The support you guys are giving in the chat room, believe it or not, I'm ready to take this on my own. I'm ready to just go on Ghost.report and just do my own broadcast, and I'll host it my goddamn self if necessary. You understand that? I will never put a paywall. I will always broadcast for free. I will do whatever it takes, folks. I will not be silenced, okay? I will not be silenced. So thank you guys that are part of the True Capitalist Radio chat room. Thank you guys in the inner circle, and thank everybody who has purchased any kind of merch, any autograph. I thank you guys so much. You're the reasons why I continue to come up here and broadcast 3 hours straight, barely any breaks, baby. Believe me, the only time I take a break is if I'm really pissed off and I got to take a breather. But 3 hours straight, baby, and the reason I do it is because of you. I love you guys, all right? Happy Baller Friday. Now, with that being said, let me continue to talk about what I was discussing about this new immigration policy that I'm putting forth here, okay? Now, as I was stating, most Americans right now are unappreciative of the freedoms that they have. They're unappreciative of the opportunities they have. They're unappreciative of the luxuries that are given to them that most of the world doesn't have. And yet, with all these advantages, we have comprised a civilization that does nothing but bitch and moan. Bitch and moan. As I stated, Occupy Wall Street was a perfect example. Was a perfect example of the left usurping the millennials, the Generation X, Y, next, all those generations, and them exploiting them on a political front. Now, what the left was hoping is that when there was all that political activity in these Occupy Wall Street protests, that somebody within these Occupy Wall Street protests would have a mic in their face and articulate the grievances in an articulate fashion that would persuade Mr. and Mrs. Joe Sixpack on the protest that was being projected in Occupy Wall Street. That didn't happen. As a matter of fact, Occupy Wall Street pissed off Mr. and Mrs. Joe Sixpack, pissed them off completely, and that's why you haven't heard dick from Occupy since, okay? Now they're trying to do it, or recently I should say, they're trying to do it with the Million Woman March. They're trying to do it with the women now. The leftists have usurped the women, and they're trying to utilize the women to continue or progress their leftist communist agenda, but the hypocrisy of the women are starting to come out, which is not persuading Mr. and Mrs. Joe Sixpack once again. In the Million Woman March, you've got 2 or 3 different factions. You've got one faction of, once again, ugly, fat, bull-nosed, greasy bull dykes who hate men, who hate penises, who are literal dykes, you know, that are like the true feminists that they just hate men. They think men should be eliminated. Or, on the flip side, you've got the feminists that want to be called a slut and that congregate in mass across cities across the world in slut walks and demanding people to stop slut-shaming. I mean, this is the biggest hypocrisy of all time. And then you've got these other factions of disenchanted fatties and uglies who nobody wants anymore because they turn themselves into a disgusting woman specimen of themselves. They are now marching with women in hijabs. They are marching with women in hijabs, and I have said this and I will say it again. You stupid, dumb bimbos that are walking and marching in so-called woman solidarity with women in hijabs. Hijab, you moron, is a symbol of woman subjugation. It's a symbol of woman subjugation, and you morons are walking with women with hijabs. You know what a woman in hijab is? That's a woman who knows her effing place. That's a woman who freaking listens to her goddamn husband. Because I'm telling you, why do you think she has the hijab? She has the hijab because her husband said, you're not going out until you put the hijab. You're not going out, and if I tell you, if I see you without the hijab, I will beat you. I will beat you, and I will do it for Allah. These women already know their place, unlike you fatties and uglies that are walking with them. They already know their place. They know not to show off their bodies like a bunch of scantily clad whorebags. And by the way, most of the women that are in hijabs, most of the women have been circumcised. They have their clitorises cut off when they're born or when they're babies. So what does that mean? They get no sexual gratification, which is a big motivating factor for women to do anything. So if you're following women that are wearing hijabs, that know their place, that can't get any sexual gratification, where do you think these women in hijabs are taking you? Where do you think they're leading you to, you stupid skankosauruses? Good God! Anyway, with that being said, folks, we need a new crop of Americans in here. We need a whole new crop of Americans, and I think that we need to import them. And I'm not talking about the riffraff that the Democrats and the Obama administration tried to shove down our throats during their tenure, all right? We don't need the riffraff of the world. We don't need the criminals of the world. We don't need the losers of the world. What we need is we need people from across the world that have talent, that have creativity, that will contribute to our society. That's what we need. And we need people from across the world that are going to be proud to be Americans. They're going to be proud that they have a vote so that they can elect their leaders. That are proud that they have all the economic opportunity at their disposal. That are proud that they have the freedom of speech, the ability to criticize their own government without them being persecuted. These people is what we need to import. I'm talking about people from, hell, South Africa, and they're having a white genocide situation going on over there. You've got the African National Congress, which was the party of Mandela, now calling for white genocide, and they are now confiscating the farmlands of white farmers in South Africa. Why aren't we bringing in South African farmers out here to the United States? Why don't we bring them in? They could contribute. They're farmers! They're farmers! Why don't we bring in some of the people that don't want to go along with this new European Union communist garbage from all the member states? Why don't you take some of the people that obviously know in the UK that the whole Brexit vote is never going to come to fruition and that they will never, and I mean they, I'm talking about the government will never give the British people a vote on anything else ever again after Brexit. Why don't we get some of these people that are capitalists and that are not falling in line with the goddamn leftist garbage, the Jeremy Corbyn garbage? Why don't we get some of these people from the EU that are completely disgusted on how the centralized EU is ethnically cleansing their cultures by this refugee situation? Why don't we take good people that are going to be productive to our society and that are going to be proud Americans? I'm not saying that the people we import are ever going to forget where they came from. They're never going to forget. The problem is that there's no opportunity over there. There'll never be a capitalist in those goddamn countries. They're communist, or they're impoverished, or there's nepotism, or whatever the case might be. They'll never have that opportunity, and if we give it to them, and we give them a grant to citizenship, they will love this country. Just like I said, Craig Ferguson, that guy used to have that nighttime show, he loves this country. He tattooed, live or die, snake, live free or die, don't tread on me, stake on his goddamn arm. And look, the reason I'm saying we need more immigrants, we need like 2 or 3, I'm not joking, 2 or 3 million immigrants of people that are actually going to contribute, that are smart, that are intelligent, that they can take the jobs that are coming into this country. We got a lot of jobs coming into this country. And most of these brats don't want them. Most of these brats, especially these ones that are coming out of college, believe that right after college, they're not going to accept anything less than an $80,000 a year job right after college. And if they're not going to get it, they're going to live with mommy. They're going to live with mommy and become a barista at Starbucks. Because, I like coffee. I get all the free coffee I want. It's actually a pretty good perk. And plus, I just live with my mom anyway. She pays all the rent, so I'm kind of living the dream. This is what I'm talking about, folks. This is the Generation X to the millennial generations. And we need a whole new crop of Americans that are going to appreciate this country and supersede these pieces of trash. All right, because they're a lost generation. I mean, from Generation X to the millennials, they're already so set in their ways. They're already so set in their ways that it's too late. You can't. There's nothing you can do for them. They're already set in their ways. They're not going to change. Even if you try to change them, they're not going to do it. It's easier at this point, they have found, to bitch and moan until somebody gives them something than it is to actually go out and take something for themselves. And that's the truth. It's easier to piss and moan until somebody gives them something than it is to go out and work for it for themselves. I mean, this is really the mindset of Generation X all the way to the millennials. And what's unfortunate is that we don't have enough examples for these millennials and these losers that are completely okay living with mommy. We don't have enough examples of people coming into this country and making something better than they are, even though they were born in this country. And that's what we need. We need more examples of immigrants that are skilled. And I'm talking skilled immigrants. I'm talking immigrants from Europe, Australia, South Africa. I'm talking about people with skills out here that can make a contribution, that can pay taxes, that can become capitalists in this country. They will love being an American, and they will appreciate being an American, and they will scoff at these pieces of garbage that are born Americans that are unappreciative of all the rights, all the economic opportunities, all the freedoms that they have and take for granted. And I genuinely believe that. I think that should be the new immigration policy because most of the Americans right now are unappreciative pricks. And we need a good 2 or 3 million Europeans, white South Africans, Australians, maybe even some Asians. I'm talking the creme de la creme, baby. All right, bring them in, have them make a contribution to our society, make sure that they love this country, and make them Americans. Make them Americans so that we can have some decent Americans in this country again that care about America, that care about the decency of society, and that care about doing something for themselves. And along that same policy, as I stated, I think that men, right now, young men, especially you young men that have done something with your lives, especially you young men that have a place to stay, a place to eat, a place to have a car, you know, that sort of thing. You young gentlemen that have something going for yourselves, I strongly advise you, import the women. Import the women. Mail order brides, all right? While the government is importing skilled labor and people that can contribute to society on a labor end, I think that every gentleman out there needs to import a mail order bride. And let me explain what will happen, okay? What will happen is this. First of all, women will start noticing, American women, they'll start noticing that men are importing their women, and all of a sudden, these leftist, pro-feminist, pro-open border women will miraculously hate mail-order brides and try to turn a 180 on goddamn immigration faster than you can say hypocrite. Do you understand? I'm not kidding around. Faster than you can say hypocrite, these women will try to do something to prevent men from importing a mail-order bride, even though these same women were open border about 2 or 3 months ago, all right? Now, as far as I'm concerned, that's what the women need to see from you gentlemen. Women need to see that, look, I'm moving on. I'm getting a freaking mail-order bride, and she's going to make me happy. And is the future certain? No, the future's not certain to anybody. But at least I'll have a decent time. And by the time, God forbid, we get divorced, at least I'll have the goddamn experience of living with a woman, being with a woman, taking care of a woman, and I can make the absolute decision that I want to be a goddamn bachelor because I know what it's like to be in a relationship. You're not a bachelor by default. You're a bachelor by choice by that time. Or you may find that you like being with somebody. You find that, hey, I need a woman to be with. I need women. I love women. I love all that stuff. Gentlemen, you need to experience this in life. And that's why I'm telling you, if you import these broads, you will be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. First of all, these women in international community on mail-order bride sites, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. So right off the bat, you're getting a beautiful woman, all right? Secondly, all right, you're married to them. So right when they get off the plane, you're married to them. You know, they're in your house. I mean, you're automatically making a life together, all right? Third, you get to show off some hot piece that came out of nowhere to your friends, to your family, and everybody's going to be like, God damn, really? That's a mail-order bride? And you're going to encourage everybody else to get one. And I'm telling you, once men start getting this, all right, once men start getting so many mail-order brides out here, the women in America are going to bitch and moan, all right? They're going to bitch and moan, and they're going to try to make bringing in mail-order brides illegal. And that will be completely in contradiction to their open borders garbage that they were once promoting. And look, I think all you gentlemen deserve happiness, man. I mean, don't sit there alone, all right? All right? You are human and you need to be loved just like everybody else does. So I'm just saying, man, at least get the experience of living with a woman and having her cook for you. And, maybe, she's from Asia. She's a peasant. When she cooks, you can have sand in your teeth. Whatever. All right? At least have an experience, and you'll be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And I'm telling you this right now. These 2 suggestions for immigration policy will change America. And it'll change America for the better. It'll change America for the better, and I hope that people are listening because this is what we need in America. We've got too many ungrateful American leftist communist-minded pieces of trash that we need to import new Americans that appreciate this country. And I guarantee you, we bring in the people that I just suggested, they will appreciate being in this country. I guarantee it. They will appreciate it. Anyway, folks, we're running out of time. I definitely wanted to talk a little bit about the post-National Student Walkout. And what I wanted to talk about is this. I don't want to get off keister. We all know that the left is now exploiting our children. They're utilizing the children on many different fronts in an attempt to try to take away our Second Amendment. Okay? They're going to try to take away our Second Amendment. And I told you that this wasn't an organic student walkout. This was definitely coordinated by the people that organized the Million Woman March. This was coordinated by leftists and other types of individuals. I mean, you couldn't do this. The media was all there ready to take the picture of them walking out. It was all staged bunch of bullshit. Okay? And I'm going to prove it to you. In Ohio, okay, why did I ever leave Ohio? Because it sucks, that's why. Ohio suspends student for not walking out with other students. Oh, that's coordination! Let me repeat that one more again. Ohio school suspends student for not walking out with other students. All right? Coordination. I told you the teachers were involved. I told you the leftists were involved. That's why you cannot take anyone under the age of 21 serious, period. Although, that wasn't the only... There were some funny parts that happened in the National Student Walkout. Did you hear out in South Carolina, while the students walked out in so-called solidarity in an attempt to remove the Second Amendment from our Bill of Rights, the custodians of a South Carolina school were going through the book bags of these kids, stealing their lunch money. I'm not joking! Now, isn't that technically like a liberal catch-22? I mean, as a liberal, what side do you take on that context? What side do you take? Do you take the students who are going out in so-called solidarity to remove the Second Amendment? Or do you take the side of the ethnic minority custodians, which are probably not getting paid very well, who are utilizing the white privilege of the kids who are standing up and getting out, utilizing the white privilege and just getting a couple of pennies and getting a couple of dollars right out of their book bag? Their parents will give it to them. I mean, I'm serious. These are both leftist viewpoints. I mean, this is a catch-22. Which side do you take, leftist? Do you take the kids who walked out, or do you take the ethnic minority custodians who could have used the spare change to buy a taco for their goddamn kids at the end of their workday? I mean, which side do you take? I'm sorry, it was South Carolina. They're black, so, Popeyes, all right? Popeyes at the end of the shift. It's one of those leftist catch-22s, I'm telling you. Anyway, let's talk about Chicago. Yeah, they walked out in Chicago. But guess what? Guess what the kids in Chicago did when they walked out in so-called solidarity against the Second Amendment? Guess what they did? They went and raided, vandalized, and looted the nearest Walmart that was by their school. I mean, come on. How stereotypical can you get? I'm not joking. Chicago kids vandalize and loot a local Walmart during the National Student Walkout. I'm sure that's leftism right there, isn't it? That's pure leftism right there. Give me a goddamn break. Good God. Anyway, I'm going to move on from that, but I'm just telling you, don't believe these stupid little twat brats that are on the TV anymore. They don't know their ass from their elbow, all right? They're stupid. This is the same generation that brought us the Tide Pod Challenge. They're eating Tide Pods, for Christ's sake. They're eating Tide Pods! They're doing the hot coil challenge on a goddamn stove. Cut for Bieber. They're stupid! And we're supposed to take them serious? Give me a break! Give me a goddamn break! Gonna give me that crap. Anyway, I'm moving on, all right? We're running out of time here. Let me briefly go through some of the international stuff. The White House says that the North Korean meeting is still in the works. And once again, I'm telling you, if Trump happens to denuclearize North Korea and somehow broker some kind of a unification deal with North and South Korea, do you understand what kind of a feat in foreign and international relations that is? And remember, everybody was criticizing the president when he was exchanging barbs with Little Kim on Twitter.
Oh, I can't believe he's using Twitter, for foreign policy. Oh, my God, he's going to get us killed. I mean, this is nuclear war we're talking about, and he's just using his Twitter. Oh, my God.
Hey, Donald Trump, through his diplomacy, through his style of diplomacy, has done what presidents, plural, since goddamn Bill Clinton, have not been able to do. And this goes to show you what the president had said during his campaign, peace through strength. And you want to know why I knew that Kim Jong-un didn't want none of the United States? Remember when Kim Jong-un claimed that he was going to send a ballistic missile to Guam? Remember? And we have a couple of bases out there. I think we have a base, We have a base out there. And we said, you know what? You do that. You bring it. We're gonna bombard your ass with so much crap in Pyongyang. You ain't gonna know what hit you. And guess what? Kim Jong-un canceled the ballistic missile that he was supposed to send to Guam. Y'all remember that? And from that day forward, I knew that Kim did not want none of the United States of America, nor did he know that he could get one over on Trump. This ain't Obama, boy. This ain't Obama! So I'm glad that Donald Trump is kicking ass in the Foreign Relations Department. And of course, guess what the media is saying about this?
Oh, Donald Trump is using too much diplomacy now. Too much diplomacy with North Korea's Little Kim. Too much diplomacy. Shut up, you stupid idiots in the freaking media. You make me sick. Your freaking propaganda for the CIA. You know it and I know it. So who we BSing here? Anyway, I definitely want to talk a little bit about this. The European powers, they're now proposing new Iran sanctions on Iran over its ballistic missiles and its role in the Syrian war. Now, the reason they're doing this, which is unprecedented, I mean, lest we forget, we had the European Union trying to, have diplomatic relations with Iran, for Christ's sake, because they don't like Trump. But this just goes to show you another peace through strength strategy by the president. Now, lest we forget, the president gave an ultimatum to pressure the European powers. Remember when he renewed the nuclear deal of Iran? Remember he said, look, I'm going to sign it this time, but we need some more measures and we need something different in this deal or I'm not going to sign it next time. I'm not going to sign it next time. And the European powers have responded. They responded by saying that they're going to throw sanctions on Iran over its ballistic missile testing and its role in the Syrian war. And adding these sanctions to the Iran nuclear deal is the reason why the Europeans are doing it. They want Trump to sign the Iran nuclear deal. But as Trump stated, this is one of the worst deals ever signed in freaking world history. And of course, it was signed by that dumbass John Kerry. Give me a freaking break. George Bush's cousin, Skull and Bones. Give me a break. But lest we forget that Trump did give the European powers an ultimatum, and the European powers have answered. And they said that they're willing to propose new Iran sanctions on their ballistic missiles. So not only are they going to stop and halt their nuclear capabilities, but their ballistic missile testing as well as their role in Syria, because they have a humongous role in Syria. They're actually helping to protect the Bashar al-Assad regime. And moreover, folks, they have literally taken control of Iraq right from underneath our noses. Iran has such an influence in Iraq, and I said this was going to happen. If you look back in the archive when
Obama said that he was leaving Iraq, I said this is exactly what was going to happen, that Iran was going to come in and swoop over into Iraq and take it over, and that's exactly what's happened. That's why they have so much influence in Syria. So with that being said, peace through strength. I love this president, man. I love him. Anyway, speaking of the European powers, now that Merkel has retained her position as German Chancellor, she's now eyeballing Brussels, and she is going to halt Macron's attempt at trying to overhaul the European Union. Now, for you folks that forget, France's Macron, the Prime Minister of France, or the President of France, I forgot, I think it's the President of France, whatever it is, the head of state of France, Macron, he has been trying to give new ideas to the EU, and a lot of it sounds a little Trump-esque, if you don't mind me saying myself. I mean, he's taken a hard stance against the immigration policies of Merkel. He's not necessarily in favor of some of the economic policies of Merkel. And since Merkel has been negotiating with her goddamn government to try to make sure that she sustains power for the past 3 to 4 months, you have Macron doing some damage out there in Brussels, gaining some influence. So Merkel, now that she's the chancellor, she's going to come back and try to bring back the pro-refugee policy and try to bring back the freaking socialist policies and an EU army and taking control of the member states' economies and all this crap. This is what Merkel is going to come back to the EU and try to do. So it's going to be rather interesting. Who has more influence over the European Union? Is it Angela Merkel or is it Macron? Very interesting. We shall see. Only the future has the truth. And with that being said, folks, that is it for the news on this Polar Friday. And I guess since we've got 30 minutes left, hey, wait a minute. Who the hell made this goddamn Lego rendition of me, for Christ's sake? Look at my gab. Somebody made a Lego God. Who the hell did that crap? Look at my gas! Check out my gas! Who the hell did that crap? God damn it! Good God! Oh my God! Give me the freaking mic! Give me the mic! Jesus Christ, man! Good God! Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. No way! No way that's on Ghost.Report! Date Arab singles? Date Arab singles? No! No way! No way that's there! No way! You photoshopped that crap! No way! You photoshopped that crap, you son of a bitch! Don't lie! Don't freaking lie! Oh my God! I know you photoshopped that, you son of a bitch! I know you did! I know you did! Oh my God, give me the mic! Jesus Christ, it's not even Radio Graffiti time yet, and this is the kind of garbage I'm already taking, for Christ's sake! This is the kind of garbage! You know what? Before Radio Goddamn Graffiti, before we start doing all this crap, I better get to it, man. I better start drinking. I better get more beer, for Christ's sake! More beer! What we got here? Yeah, we got some bottles! Yeah! Finally! Yeah! Freaking goddamn beer here, for Christ's sake. God damn it. Look, that's a freaking troll. There is no date Arabian singles that is being advertised on Ghost.Report. You're lying. You're lying. You're a goddamn liar. And if it was, let's think about this for a second. Is it time to go full Jehudi on that Arab booty? I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. Anyway, folks, let me go ahead and take a drink of beer here, and I guess it's about that time for everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about Radio Graffiti! That's right, folks. Radio Graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you got to do is give me a call right now. All right, the number is 563-999-3791. And when I call on your area code, you've got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why they call this Radio Graffiti, all right? Now, let me go ahead and take a drink of this beer before we get started on Radio Graffiti, because I know you idiots. I know. We have a drink here. Ah. Yeah, chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug, yeah. Here, let's just chug it here. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Oh, good God. More beer on this Baller Friday. More beer. Goddamn right, baby. You understand that? I'm drinking like a man, boy. You understand that? I'm drinking like a man. I'm smoking like a man. I'm burping like a man. And I'm farting like a man. Look at that. I'm farting like a man. Take a whiff of that, you leftist commie sons of bitches. And I'm sure you'd love it, don't you, boy? And shut up in the chat room. Stop calling me a virgin, you sick freaks. Good God. Anyway, do we have any goddamn Radio Graffiti calls to be had, engineer? Ah! All right. Well, let's go ahead and get to some goddamn Radio Graffiti calls right now. How about anonymous Radio Graffiti?
This is Sparta, Radio Graffiti.
Austin, Texas, 2018, The Ghost Residence.
Yo, what the hell is that? Oh, shit. Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ, no!
And nothing of value was lost.
Oh, you son of a bitch! Oh, my God! That's not funny! You son of a bitch, that's not funny, man! After the Austin bombings, that's not funny, you son of a bitch! Good God, man! Good God! Oh, good God. Give me the goddamn mic! Oh, good God! Can't take this crap! It's already starting, man. Started the goddamn Radio Graffiti. Already starting! Anonymous Radio Graffiti! Get it straight, ass clown, all right? Good God. How about 609 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, what's up, Ghost? I scored my first trainee prostitute, and I paid her in 42 coins. Her dick was bigger than mine, though.
Why? Why do you think I need to know that information, you sick fuck? Oh, God! Oh, my God! Give me the mic! Okay, so she had a bigger wang than you. Oh, hold on. Are you still on the horn? What did you do with her wang?
Well, you know, the balls didn't touch, so it wasn't gay. I kind of put her on her stomach and laid her down and gave her the old. It was a pretty good time, you know what I'm saying?
Freaking sick asshole! You sick, twisted pervert, man! Oh, God, man! Take about 10 steps away from my freaking butt crack with that talk, boy! Jesus Christ! Give me the damn mind! Oh, my God, man. Look, I'm sorry, folks. This is Radio Graffiti! This is Radio Graffiti! Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake, man? Anonymous Radio Graffiti! Oh, Jesus Christ, get a better computer instead of a 386SX, you stupid freak. Good God, man. You could tell that's somebody that's impoverished, for Christ's sake. I mean, you know, never mind. Who else we got? 336 Radio Graffiti. All right, now let me read you the lyrics that you may or may not have heard it. He goes, 5 to 1, baby, 1 in 5. No one here gets out alive. Now, you get yours, baby. I'll get mine. Gonna make it, baby, if we try. The old get old, and the young get stronger. May take a week, and may take longer. They've got the guns, but we got the numbers. Gonna win, yeah, we're taking over. Come on. You're Jesus Christ. How many freaking remixes for Christ's sake? How many? How many? Look, assholes, I played that song to teach you something. I played that song to teach you something! Not so you can remix me, you assholes! Give me a freaking mic, give me the mic! God damn it! I played that song to teach you something! To teach you! To teach you! Good God, man. 256 Radio Graffiti. What do we got? Freaking Helen Keller deaf mutes, for Christ's sake? 352 Radio Graffiti.
Hello, Ghost. This is Stephen Hawking. I just died. Lol, I died. Lol, lol, I died. Lol, I died. Lol, lol, I died. Lol, I died. Lol, lol, I died. Lol, I died. Lol, lol.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Lol, I died. Lol, lol, I died. Lol, I died. Stupid idiot. Who else do we got? 732 Radio Graffiti. Shove that goddamn Soviet Union crap right up your pooter. 909 Radio Graffiti. We got the arbiter. Radio Graffiti. And I hate to keep beating my son's grandmother. Stupid, stinking, smelly salmon hole. Man, I don't know how many times I got to tell you, don't talk about my granny! Don't you understand? Don't talk about my granny! My granny was a pious woman, man! You understand that? She was a pious woman. She would give all the food that was left over after we eat, and she'd give it to the neighbors, man. She was a holy, pious woman. How dare you talk about my granny? Stop it now, all right? Enough of the goddamn granny crap. Give me the mic. My granny was a pious woman, boy, and don't you ever forget it. 805 Radio Graffiti. Shut up, you stupid Ruski, all right? You go drink some vodka until you get alcohol poisoning, you sack of crap. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? Another Helen Keller deaf mute, for heaven's sake. How about 352 Radio Graffiti? We got Tyron Radio Graffiti. Shit. Oh, Christ! Oh, Christ, no! The goddamn train! Get away! Get away! Oh, Jesus Christ! I don't know what the hell to do here! Oh, my God. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Go away! I mean, why do you assholes want me dead? Can you explain that? Why do you want me dead, you assholes? Why? Why do you idiots want me dead, for Christ's sake, man? I'm serious. I'm serious, man. Why? Oh, my God. Give me the mic. Jesus Christ, man. You guys are macabre, man. I'm telling you this right goddamn now. You're macabre. And why do you want me dead? I won't do any more shows after that, you stupid milky lickers. Good God. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
My name is...
Oh, Jesus, you stupid moron. How about 352 Radio Graffiti?
Ghost, I want you to take up my wheelchair when I'm gone. I know that it will be beneficial for you, being a bald, crippled midget who can't form a simple sentence. Also, the Texas Martyrs died for nothing. Ha 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 ha. Baby Cocket died like a bitch, and Jimbo was lazy.
Yeah, you talk behind a voice box. You talk behind a voice box. I guarantee you, you come down here to Texas, you get your freaking ass beat in the dog meat talking that garbage, boy. And you ain't going to be able to talk behind a goddamn voice box talking that garbage about the Texas Martyrs, boy. 408 Radio Graffiti. Freaking Helen Keller deaf mute. Then get off the goddamn line. You know what? Hang up a lot of these people. Hang them all up. Hang these people up. Hang all these people up. We want a new set of callers. If you want to be on Radio Graffiti, call in 563-999-3791. All right, we're hanging up on all these pieces of garbage. We're hanging up on everybody. All right, you people suck. All right, you're boring the balls off everybody, and we're getting you the hell out of here. So get out. We don't want you. You're not wanted. Stop wasting your time. You're pieces of crap. You're losers. You have no personality. You're boring the balls off everybody. You're out. You're out. You're out. You're out. Get the hell out. Get out. Who else? Get them all out of here. Get them all out. All right. Now that we got all these idiots out of here, for Christ's sake, let's go back to some Radio Graffiti. All right. How about 732 Radio Graffiti? Danny J. Radio Graffiti.
I'm glad you're dead, you know? I'm glad Stephen Hawking is dead. I'm glad you're dead. I'm lolling right now. I'm happy. I'm happy your computerized ass is dead.
Yo, what the hell is that?
Shame on you for mocking me and my death.
Oh, shit. Oh, Christ, no!
It's time you know what it's like to live with Lou Gehrig's disease.
Get away, I'm armed! Get away!
Hell, come in.
I'm a goddamn cripple!
Direction. You're a goddamn midget cripple.
What?
but unfortunately you didn't. Now if you'll excuse me, I've got some more series that I have to make up in the afterlife. Goodbye.
What the hell was that? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Jesus Christ. 510 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, just calling to say hi.
Okay, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Okay, great. How about 901 Radio Graffiti?
Yo.
What's up? Who is it? Yay! Is this you? Yay! Spaghetti! Yay!
Damn.
Yay! Spaghetti! Yay! How you doing, Spaghetti?
Seriously, dude, one. Just one.
Yay! Spaghetti! Say it with me! Say spaghetti! Yay!
I prefer pizza.
You like pizza?
Yeah, who cares?
Yay! You like pizza? Spaghetti! Yay! Yay! All right. All right. Shut up, you stupid boring balls asshole. All right. 352 Radio Graffiti. Wait a minute. Is that the Niagara scream behind the wood chipper, for Christ's sake? I mean, where the hell did y'all come up with that crap? Jesus Christ, you people are... I don't even know what to say about you people. 352 Radio Graffiti. Samsung. Radio Graffiti.
I'm freaking frozen here! I'm freaking frozen here! God damn it! I was frozen today!
2,000 years later.
Jesus Christ, man. What the hell's going on here?
Welcome to the future.
What did you just say to me?
Welcome to the future.
What? 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 What the hell was that supposed to mean? What was that supposed to mean, for Christ's sake? Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message. You can't just wall yourself off from the outside world. Putting walls up never helps anything. Tearing them down brings us together.
Tear down this wall.
Shut up, you stupid, dumb libtard, all right? 808 Radio Graffiti.
Hey guys, it's a happy fairy. Why don't we have some rough sex over at Stephen Hawking's grave?
The happy fairy? Are you freaking kidding me? Shut up, you stupid moron. The freaking happy fairy. 336 Radio Graffiti.
I genuinely do believe that blacks are lesser than whites.
Nigger!
Hey, shut up with that racist crap, for Christ's sake! God damn it, enough of that racist crap! You're gonna get me pulled off the air! You're gonna get me yanked off the air, you assholes! Stop! Stop with that crap, man! Give me the mic! Jesus Christ, man! Enough of that crap! Jeez, anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Hey, I'm Bernie Sanders. I'll give you whatever you want, but all you has to do is donate to my campaign contribution account.
Yeah! Who the hell are you? You're just some old prostate-infected 75-year-old piece of trash.
Yeah!
You didn't get a goddamn job till you were 40.
Oh, you heard Uncle Bernie?
Yeah! You had nothing to do with this Democratic Party until it was politically convenient for you to do so. Yeah! Now you think you're going to come in and you're what? You're going to talk your way to the presidency? Yeah! Yeah! Oh, you like that? I busted my belt! I busted my favorite belt doing this! God damn it! I busted my favorite belt with this crap! You see what you did?
Oh, you heard Uncle Bernie? Oh, you heard Uncle Bernie?
Man, what kind of a sick splice is that on a freaking Bowler Friday? What kind of a sick splice is that on a damn Bowler Friday, man? Jesus Christ, 513 Radio Graffiti. Danny J, Radio Graffiti. Give me my drink! Scream louder, boy! Scream louder! Squeal like a pig! That's right. Shut your stupid, stinking, smelly salmon hole! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to lie. Wait, hold on. Are you trying to say that I get drunk and I start beating people's asses? Because that's technically true, you know. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Yeah, we can hear you jerking off in the background down there, for Christ's sake. All right, stop playing with your dinghy. 281 Radio Graffiti. God damn it, you're taking too long, you stupid milky liquor, all right? How about 951 Radio Graffiti? And I ran so far away. 352 Radio Graffiti. We've got pylons, Radio Graffiti.
Nice of Mrs. Ghost to invite us over for a picnic game.
Ghost? Yay! Spaghetti! Yay! Ghost?
Look!
It's from Donald Trump.
Dear pesky
Dick holes,
the darkies and I have taken over
Mrs. Ghost. Mrs. Ghost
is now a permanent
bitch
at one of my 7 Trump hotels. I dare you to find her if you can. We gotta find
Mrs. What the? Just shut this crap. Shut up! All right? What kind of Hotel Mario sick crap is this, for Christ's sake? 713 Radio Graffiti.
Support the Jew and subscribe. Support the Jew and subscribe. Support the Jew and subscribe.
Hey, pet Mexican, is that you? I'm not a Jew, you goddamn burrito-eating, rubber tortilla-chewing piece of hot tamale up the ass-having prick. The hell are you talking about? What you go whack off to a naked picture of Julio Iglesias' ass crack, you stupid milky liquor? How about 352 Radio Graffiti? We got Rafa Capitalist and Danny J. Radio Graffiti. I am going to drink gasoline right now! Uh-oh. Poo-poo. Shut up. What the hell was that? What in the blue hell was that, for Christ's sake, man? 614 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, I heard you like spaghetti, so I filled my tub with it. Now you can hop in and grab my meatballs. Oh my.
That's it! I've had enough! I've had enough on this Baller Friday! I've had enough on this Baller Friday! You sick troll terrorists and cyber vermin! I goddamn can't stand you! You ruined my Baller Friday! You ruined it! You ruined it! You ruined it!
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Dun 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 dun, and that's the end of that.
Well, what a Radio Graffiti this turned out to be, and of course, thank you, Ghost, for the show. This was True Capitalist Radio episode number 557, right here on the BN. I am your relay host, your BN King, and I want to wish everybody thank you for coming out tonight and watching this episode that's already done aired. So, thank you guys, and of course, thank you to everybody who listens in the archives. So, thank you. Thank you. Also, we're going to be doing some shoutouts here shortly, so, of course, that's going to happen here shortly, and of course, there's going to be some announcements I need to say. Well, first importantly is we're going to be playing The Godfather Part 2 over at the BN Theater. That's going to be happening right after this stream ends, right over at the BN Theater once again. If you want a link to the BN Theater, it's on the YouTube descriptions, and of course just look up below and click on that first link you see, YouTube channel / BN the Brain Network, which is the BN Theater. You just go in there and just stand by, and of course you'll be greeted with the YouTube stream that's actually currently playing. But of course, if nothing plays, there's always something playing 24/7. So of course, once again, The Godfather Part 2 playing right after this stream. Alright, so I want to say cheers to everybody. Hope everybody is having a Baller Friday. So happy Baller Friday to everybody. Thank you once again for coming out tonight, listening into the True Capitalist Radio broadcast that's been live feeding. And yes, great fatality cans.wave. Thank you, Commodore Crusher 9000 TM Pictures, for the $2.99 tip. Appreciate it as always. And of course, I want to give also a special shout out to Bert Steining for the $3.50 tip of thanks BN. So I'm sure that means that thank you for the stream. So you're very welcome, Bert. Also, Pinkie Pie, $2 tip. Do you have any hobbies? Why? I kind of am currently doing one at the moment, Pinkie Pie, which is pretty much gaming. But not only that, also just you know, doing all sorts of streams. So that's just pretty much my hobby here. So thank you, Pinkie Pie, and that's the only response I can give you. So live streaming, gaming, that's pretty much my hobbies. Overall, I'm just a hard-working person doing in real life job, and today I got paid. And of course, it's a hefty amount that I'm actually happy that I actually got out for my job. So I got a good check. So I am gonna celebrate my Baller Friday and have some fun. Alright guys, so thank you once again, Pinkie Pie, Commodore Crusher 9000 TM, and Bert Steining for the tips. Appreciate, and to all who came. Alright, so no other people who are new subscribers, but of course, if you happen to be a new viewer or stumble across to this lovely stream or video that you came across, why not subscribe, as I do to TCR broadcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, and I do them live as it happens. So each time Ghost does his live show, this goes live as well. Chat rooms will be live, and of course it'll be saved in the archives, as well as everything that's going to be documented on the video. So in case anything is lost, nothing will forever be lost. And of course, everything will be on the live stream and the video, and everything will be archived to all to watch. So of course, if you wish to subscribe and be notified for the next TCR stream happens, well, you'll be notified, and make sure to click that bell, of course, so you'll be notified when the next TCR show happens of the relay. So I would appreciate that. If not, if you're over the SideTube, you can also bookmark that, of course, because also happens to be the second affiliate stream that occurred with the YouTube. So there's also YouTube embed stream in there that everybody can watch, and of course I do other streams in there. So there you have it. All right. So, and of course, you can also follow me on my Twitter account at the Brain Network, or BN_King, which is my Gab account. So you can also follow my Gab as well, and also do make sure to follow Ghost Gab account as well at Politics Ghost. And of course, if you do make sure to subscribe that, you'll be entering into Ghost's true and really official True Cavalist Radio Discord chat. And of course, I am in there, and of course, I'm having some fun time in there. And of course, when Ghost doesn't do any shows, Ghost happens to go in there, and we all go in there and chat with him, and everybody chats with each other. The community's in there. Hey, Pinkie Pie, once again, another $2 tip. Happy Baller Friday, and see you later. Well, you have a good night, Pinkie Pie. Once again, that's another $2 tip. So, tips to you. Thank you. So. What else I have to say? All right. So once again, guys, if you do, make sure to subscribe to Ghost. Just if you happen to be, just make sure to send your Discord into his private message or DM, and of course you'll be welcome for the invite to the Discord chat. And of course, the Discord chat invite is a time one, and it's only one time use only. So make sure when you do. And to activate, just you just have to watch over that, and bada bing, bada boom, you're there. So hopefully I'll see you guys tonight for after this stream ends, because of course I do movie night, but of course I'm going to listen to everybody on that chat room, and of course the weekend as well, and any day that whenever Ghost pops in. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. With that said, guys, I am now done with those inputs, so let's move on to shoutouts. I already said the first shoutouts, but those are the special shoutouts, and of course anybody who's subscribed to as well will also receive a special shoutout. But it seems like nobody has a new subscribe, so of course everybody's all dilly-dally. So let's move on to regular shoutouts. So regular shoutout, guys, this is the part where I'll give shoutouts to either the YouTube or the SideTube chats. So of course, first things first, we're gonna we're gonna give the SideTube peeps first, and then the YouTube. Because of course I'll make things much easier, much simpler, and I don't go back and forth and such and such. So let me get on to the SideTube room here. So if you want to, SideTube peeps, get ready. If you want to get a shout out, all you have to do is just sign in into the SideTube's username, and that's it. Or if you want to make one, you can make one. If you want to make an official one, you can do that. And of course, if you make any officials, then of course you'll be greeted with some, Affy pics. So that's the beauty of it, and it's always free. So once again, guys, SideTube chats will go first, and then after that, YouTube. And I'll start with SideTube right now. So what's going on? This is Sparta. T-Rian is in the place. Bob Tom, Selexa, Cody D Bunny, Edgar, Flyer, Mr. Moonman, Scarlet Moon, Space Ghost, Twilly Atkins. Hey Twilly, what's going on? Nice repost on Gab right there. I mean, I know you're the one that Gab him the autist art, and of course the wheelchairly. That's hilarious. It's going on to Vote for Cake, Wart, I Am Ron, Medsturmeister, and Royal Undershirt Bus. And of course, that's everybody else right there. So of course, shout outs to everybody who came into the SideTube. Thank you guys for tuning in. Now, let's go all over towards the YouTube. So YouTube peeps, get ready. All you do to participate this is simple. all you do is just spam that live chat feed, because I'll be opening up the participant list and I'll be naming off from A to Z alphabetically, starting with the A mark. And of course, you got to make sure to type in that chat room, because that's the only way your name will be appeared, because that's how the YouTube system works. I don't know why, it just is. And of course, that's just what YouTube does. So once again, YouTube shoutouts will be happening, and we're going to do it right now. So let's go, YouTube. Who do we have on the YouTube? Opening up in participants list, and we'll see who we have. What's going on to Adam Silwick? It's going on to also to Awesomeness, Chris Jaros. There's Commodore Crusher 9000 TM Pictures. I'll also get another shout out right there, named there. Cross Sound Stars, going out to Aaron Von Gisbergen, Flexa in the place, Liz Porter, Neoshot, Pinkie Pie. Who else we have here? Once again, I'm taking some YouTube shoutouts. If you want a YouTube name, all you do is just just make sure that you're naming whatever it is on that chat room, and you only during the live feed. If you're listening to the archives, doesn't work like that. You must be present during the live feeds. What's going on to Aaron Tuman? Yeah, who else we have? We got Dr. Drapen. Yeah, Dr. Drapen. Yeah. Moonman for President just came in. It's going on to you. Neoshot. Political Things. Rachel Allegard. Oh, and Sigma018. Thank you for the $5 tip. Thank you for your awesome work. Yes, you're very welcome, Sigma018. I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream as well, and I do appreciate it as always. So thank you, Sigma, for the $5 tip again. All right, let's resume back to the regulars. Going on to Rachel Alicard, Rick Hoover. There's once again Sigma018 for the lovely $5 tip. But once again, thank you, Sigma. What's going on to Slowpoke Garcia? Tai Chi Keaton. Yes, Tai Chi Keaton. Pookadoo42 just came in. Hey, what's going on to you, mate? And TCU Gaming 1. Also, Deadpool is in the place. Going on to Deadpool. Oh, yeah, Deadpool. Oh, man. Everyone saw that Infinity War trailer from the latest Avengers. Holy crap, that trailer is actually pretty hype now, is it? Oh my, it is the cinematic to be watched for the summer blockbusters. Oh, that's coming in April. Hopefully everybody's going to go out to watch. But of course, if you're not that kind of type of fan, well, it's got to be something to really see in theaters. Especially it's going to be just something overall, something to watch. But you don't have to if Hollywood or not going to the movies. You can just easily just rip it off pirate or whatever. You can just watch this anywhere. X-String 93, yes, there you are, man. X-String 93. Yeah. All right, but that's everybody else in this chat room, surprisingly. So of course I'm going to give. I will. If I miss any of your name, I'm going to scroll up in this chat room here. Let me see if I can actually get the chat room to work. There he goes. There. All right. So I'm going to scroll up now to the chat room log, see who else we have. All right, catch you in a bit, Alexa. You have a good night. Or you're heading to the chat room. All right, I'll see you guys. I see you there, Alexa. It won't be no long. All right, so let me scroll up and see who I missed. I may miss somebody, or I can't scroll up as higher as I can. Oh, man. That's not good. All right. Can I do that? Nope. Well, I can't scroll up anything higher than that. Oh, that's a shame. Yep, looks like that's everybody else, and I can't go as higher than Rick Hoover's here. And yeah, I'm giving double shoutouts to you, man. Alright, but yeah, if anyone wants to shout out and I missed your name, make sure to really say something in the chat room. If not, shout outs to everybody for coming out tonight. Thank you all, and I do appreciate you for coming out for the relay stream. Once again, we are playing the movie The Godfather Part 2 over at the BN Theater right after the stream. If you guys want to watch The Godfather Part 2 with us, all you have to do is scroll down to the description, just the first link you see, which is the BN Theater link. If you click on that, you'll be instantly there. It is simple as that. And I can't even post it on this YouTube chat because YouTube will not allow me to post live for SciTube for no apparent reason. But of course, if you really want to just join up for the movie night, just click on that, and you know, if nothing plays and you're watching this in the archives, there's always something playing 24/7 that you pretty much never really know about. But yeah, there's always something that's happening every time, 24/7. All right, so yeah, that's just that's it. So I'm gonna give some answer some questions. If anyone has any questions, give me and I'll answer and much as I can. So hopefully everybody's enjoying their Baller Friday once again, and I know I am. I actually got paid from work today. Had a good tacos over at a restaurant. You know, some good 3 crispy, crunchy tacos with some side of refried beans and rice, as well as some sauce, chips and salsa. You know, those Mexican styles. I mean, yeah. Hey, Kruska. Yeah, I see you there, man. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to you, Kruska. Yeah. Once again, I am still taking some YouTube shout outs. If I missed your name, just say it right now, because of course, you know, sometimes my eye cannot see what it cannot be seen. Alright, you have a good night, this is Sparta. Thank you for coming out. You too, Rick Hoover. You have a good Baller Friday, and also have a good weekend. And of course, if you are leaving it for the night, I wish everybody having a great weekend as well, because of course the weekend is already here, and I'm sure everybody enjoyed their spring break. Oh yeah, Krosk. Hey, Krosk. Scrooge the Mangoed. What's going on to you? Hey, you have a good night as well, awesomeness. Thank you for coming out, and thank you all. Oh, yes, St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow. Hey, yeah, hope everybody is going to go out and drink. Or maybe you're just minority, but of course, something to celebrate for St. Patrick's Day. But do make sure to drink responsibly for all y'all adults out there like myself. But of course, I don't drink. But of course, if you're an adult and you actually go out and drink, please make sure to drink responsible, because of course, you know, we don't want no such mess with y'all and cause any drunkenness and go like like that. But oh boy, but yeah, you understand. Hey, Ron Livingstone, hey, I see you, man. But yeah, St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow on a Saturday, and no, Ghost is not doing a show tomorrow on a Saturday for a holiday for St. Patrick's Day or St. Patty's Day. He's gonna go out and drink for that Saturday. I'm pretty sure some of you are as well. But once again, make sure to drink responsible and you know, just enjoy and have fun. That's all I have to say. And make sure don't fall off the wagon. Then again, like I said, I don't give a damn, since I don't even drink, and yeah, I only drink some, just, you know, some sody pops. Mostly I just drink some lemonade, and I'll just stick to that. So no beers for me, or no alcohol, or any of those of some sorts. I'm straight edge, man. I'm straight edge, you know. Straight edge. I will live through that name for many generations and ages, as far as I can, because of course I am, and I will. Alright, so once again, guys, I'm still taking some questions, so if anyone has any questions, go ahead and right away. We only got about, what, 10 minutes until I fit off the stream before I head over to the B&N Theater for the movie night, and as well as I'm going to jump into the TCR Discord chat and see and listen to what's going on in there. And of course, I cannot tell you, you know, audio what's going on in there currently, because of course I don't want anything to say they're really doing something. So it's always whatever happens in there, it happens in there. Flyer. Yes, nervous injections. By the way, how about that Quantum? $15, man. $15 for Quantum. Holy shoot. Everything's still, well, they're starting to actually coming back up just slightly a bit. But of course, everything in the crypto market, it's all still on sale. I still would buy more quantum, to be honest. I mean, for 15 bucks in price, you will never see that price again when it goes up as high. So you want to get them while they're last, because $15 quantum, baby. Make sure to buy and hold, and also store that into the quantum core wallet and have it stake open so you can get some free airdrops and free quantum whenever it expires, how many days that will remain. But of course, it's free money basically, and quantum will forever be my long-term investment. It's next to 42 coin, of course. But yeah, make sure if you're into the crypto markets, make sure to buy quantum in 42 coin, of course, for long-term investment. Unless you're one of these people that want to do any sort of trading and all that, then I really don't know anything as much. I'm just more of a buy and hold type of guy, and you know. How can you get quantum right now with PayPal? Well, currently, unfortunately, the only option, well, the only option I can give, I think, is it Coinbase have PayPal right now that's enabled? I believe so. Well, you, no, because of course you want to do some trading and all that. If you have a Binance account, it's way cheaper in there, and of course there's the fee for it to get it out is just super cheap and low. But of course, if we were to go on quantum, I think the only site, but I don't recommend it because of course it's not a scam or anything. It's just their fees are so high. If we want to get by UST to, well, USD to I think quantum is Changely, is it? Changely.com is the site, but oh yeah, can't buy Bitcoin with PayPal. I only sell it. Huh. On Coinbase. I see. Well, technically, what I always do when I buy when I want to buy quantum is I want to buy Ethereum, or well, mostly Ethereum. I'll buy off of Coinbase, and then of course I want to put that into the exchange, and of course in the exchange I just the exchange as I always use is Binance because, like I say, it's cheaper there. Just want to send my Ethereum into the Binance Ethereum wallet right there, and it's exchanged, of course, afterwards. Have it ready, and then after that, just buy with that with quantum, and it's there right away. And of course, it's a better way. I mean, you pay just a bit more in transaction fees, just not a little too much, just maybe about what, $4 to $5, depending on how much you want to buy, how much you want to attain, but it's not too much, to be honest. How much do you plan to invest in quantum? Good question, Rachel. But of course, you know, right now I'm already invested over 100 quantum, and for every 100 quantum, there's always you know, there's gonna be airdrops coming up. So of course, if you know, if you're gonna get the next airdrop for, let's say, Bodhi, for every 100 Bodhi or 100 quantum you hold, you get, like, you know, 4 Bodhi. But that was like, you know, that happened a while, not too long ago. But of course, that's an example right there. 100 quantum is actually pretty much guarantee you for pretty much anything right now, and it's the ultimate goal. And if you reach that goal, make sure to stake that as well, because you will get money. You also get quantum as well. So don't think for a second like, oh, you know, if I have quantum, I'm not gonna get nothing. No, you're gonna get it, because of course if you hold it and stake it on that quantum and leave it open for like 24/7, you don't have to do nothing. Just leave your PC open all day, and I of course have that internet connectivity always open. Then you're gonna get that quantum, like a bit of it, whatever it is, and you'll get get whatever you receive for whatever days that it needs to be for to get your reward of it. But once again, you really want to just, if you really want to, if you want my little advice here, just buy and hold what you think that that it fits for you. And of course, like I say, my investment will be 42 coin in quantum for the long term. If you really want to get to any, just make sure to do your research, and of course, make sure the whatever exchange you were to get it from, make sure it's just it's not going to be as much. And of course, you're not gonna get scammed for it or anything. But just make sure to be very be very wise and be very careful about it. I mean, Ghost will have your covered back every time the first hour. I always get his advice from him during the first hour, and of course I learned that from myself, and then of course make my own decisions and all that. But of course my decision would be just just buy whatever it is that's actually right now that can be purchased. Ethereum it is one, and of course it's low cost for for sending, of course, low cost for sending, and not only that, it's just pretty simple to get. Better than Bitcoin, by the way. So yeah, Bitcoin, don't get Bitcoin. Litecoin you can get just everybody. You ain't gonna trade as much, but if you can, well, you can't trade the quants for Litecoin because I tried that and it never did. Never did. Bitcoin Cash, if you want to buy, you can, but don't expect it for too much to hold it. So you want to make sure to get some research done on that one. And yeah. Also, happy Barrel Friday to you, Mass Cloudy. Quantum has a 1 billion cap right now, so I'll see if I can get about 100 bill at most in extreme case. Oh, you can look at. Yeah, only the market caps, right? Yeah, you want to make sure to look at the market caps. Oh no. The Merc with the mouth. Haha, yeah, there's. Oh, okay. Yeah, 800 to 1,000 per quantum would be fine. You spend high, you get more fine. Oh, and yes, if you also want to mine some coins, make sure that if you want to go to Genesis Mining, you can. By the way, I do have a discount code if you want a Genesis Mining discount. And of course, Zcash is the prime one right now that I would get right now for like what, 500? Is it 560 bucks? I think it's a little bit higher than that. But of course, Zcash for mining, have a 2-year contract with it, and just have it mine on its own, and you'll get money out of it. So you'll get money for just cloud mining from it. I mean, I succeeded on having Ethereum last year when it was like dirt cheap for about 800 bucks, and about 6 months later, I actually got my earnings. But not only that, it doubled from what I actually earned. So, and it's not even a full year past though, or actually it is, but it's not even another year. So I still got another year. Hey, Koron, what's going on, Koron? But yeah, I mean, cloud mining is legit. Cloud mining, it is legit. So of course, if you want to get yourself a cloud mining contract, it's like I say, Genesis Mining. I do have the link that's in the description, and of course with the discount code, if you really want to actually have one. And yeah, like I say, uses pretty much have it, and then just put it on that wall. Whatever. It's only Zcash right now. I would recommend getting. If you want to get that Zcash, just get a Zcash, put it in that wallet, and just let it mine, and you get money every time, every day. It's as simple as that. Oh boy. Anyways, what else we have? Ah, I see. I don't know what's been Ethereum has been really going on, but mostly it's just I know there's commies, but that's all we know. Because Ghost said, are they still developing the Ethereum coin? And they're still, I know they're producing, but I'm not sure what they're doing. So many coins, yeah, so many altcoins to choose from, but always stick to the ones that are right now, you know, the one that you know of. Don't trust any of these new ICOs that comes in. Of course, don't invest in damn meme coins, because don't, if you invest in meme coins, then you're an idiot. So like Dogecoin and all these other meme coins, just don't never invest on them, because they're not gonna go anywhere. They're just for their meeting, and it's just useless. And of course, coins like Ripple and Tron, all of that, doesn't really much. Will give you nothing. It won't even rise even anything higher, since there's nothing. I always go like, once again, coins that do have value and also has anything to do with technology. So technology with smart contracts, and that's always the best to get. Technology coins with smart contracts. So do make sure to actually, like I said, do some research on these. Okay, I really don't as much know, because since, like I said, my main majority is Quantum and 42 coin. And yeah, I do still say buy if you still can. Just buy as much as you can while at the low price, as I'm saying right now. So I do hope so. Anyways, oh shoot, it's already past 10 o'clock, so I guess I'm gonna need to hurry up and end this, because we are gonna have some movie night playing over at BN Theater. So if you guys want to watch movie night with us, once again, we're playing The Godfather Part 2 over at the BN Theater. And if you're in the YouTube, link in the description right below the first link, click on it, and you're there. And of course, right now, I am going to be setting up right now as much as possible as I can. But once again, that is it. I mean, like I say, that's all my advisements. If I for the cryptos and what you guys want to invest in, that's what like I said, blows my tune. I give you my little, 1-2 heads up on why. And it's still good to invest crypto if you can, especially at the low prices right now. So hopefully you take that heed, or you do your own thing. All right, great. So go ahead and say the question. I will take one more question for you, Rachel, and I'm done. Do you fear getting what? Any streaming copyrights for streaming copyright movies? No, absolutely not. I've been doing this for about 6 years now. Yeah, that's very long. Yes, I've been doing this for 6 years, and I've really never got anything taken down. So, well, actually, not the whatever is going to be shown on the SciTube, since of course SciTube is going to be more of us and less for them, and only you guys, anybody get notified, will see that. And no, don't ever get to talk about it. It doesn't take it down or anything. It's just an enjoyment for everybody. It's perfectly for everyone. It's, we all watch the same thing, and nothing will happen. So just making sure about that. If you guys are, I've never feared about this. No, I never feared. Like I say, I've been in the live stream business for 6 years now. I know the rules. I can make my way around so easily, like anybody would do. And I play smart, and I play it safe as well. And I've been living up to its name, and I'm still here. So nothing happens. So if you guys want that question, I already said to you. Anyways, that's all I can say right now. Well, once again, that is it for any questions right now. What is your opinion on Gab video showing up in the options bar in Gab video? I don't know. I did not heard about that, but that's the last. That's the only thing I want to say. I'm gonna be say political things. I'm very cautious about it. I'm always aware of it. I'm always safe about it. So of course, nothing will. I'm always 2 steps away, 2 steps ahead for if anything goes wrong, then of course I'll notify everybody on my Discord or YouTube or Twitter or anywhere of those. Anyways, I'm done here, guys. I need to get out of here. I'm right now going to start movie night over to the BN Theater. If you're going to watch The Godfather Part 2 with us, we are playing this over at the BN Theater. So, yeah, I am going to be playing The Godfather Part 2 once again, BN Theater, for our movie nights. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, then hopefully everybody have a good weekend. Also, once again, have a happy Baller Friday. And tomorrow is St. Patty's Day, so happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody currently watching this right now. We're going to be going on the next day for St. Patty's. That's in March 17th, I believe. Yeah, March 17th is tomorrow. So hopefully everybody have a good St. Patty's Day. And of course, overall, have a good weekend. Thank you all for watching and thank you all for listening. This is BN King once again signing off. Wishing you guys again, thank you all for watching. And thank you to everybody listening into the archives or you watching this in a live stream. And I'll see you guys next Monday or on the next TCR broadcast. So, thank you all for watching, and we are going to be going over to the BN Theater, and we're going to be watching The Godfather Part 2 for our movie night. So, I'll see you guys there, and also I'll see you guys in the TCR Discord chat, or I'll see you wherever I can see you. So, thank you all for coming out and watching once again, and I'll see you guys next time, guys. So, good night. Later on. See you guys next time. Good night, everybody. And hasta mañana. Later.